Welcome to Baker High Wildcats football. And now, Baker High Wildcats football.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Friday Night Lights here, coming to you live on the road tonight over at Cheifland High School in Cheifland, Florida. I'm Mike Cruz, joined as always by Kyle Davis, and working through some technical difficulties back at the station, but we got on the air just in time for the kickoff tonight, Kyle. We'll set everything up for you guys in just a second, but right now the Wildcats, Zeke Taylor, just got the kickoff and took it back to the 39-yard line where the Wildcats will start 1st and 10.
Yep, trying to get on track early tonight, get some first downs, and get this thing going the right way for us.
On the road facing Cheifland. Cheifland 1-0 on the season. The Indians had a big win last week, 1-point win against Williston. The Wildcats come in tonight's game 0-1. Handoff straight ahead for the Cats. Ruiz takes the handoff from Registered. Delano Ruiz in there at running back for the Wildcats, number 1. He's going to pick up about a yard.
Yep, nothing going there for the Wildcats. We try to run a little zone read, and they read it well.
Second down play coming up. 2nd down and 9. 11:35 to go. Just underway here from Cheifland, Florida. Kyle, happy to be alongside with you here tonight. Got to tell you, this is the first. I don't think I've ever called a game in my 29 years from Cheifland.
I don't know if I've ever been to Cheifland for the day. So, hey, we're set up over here ready to go, looking for some Wildcat football.
2nd down, 9. Register in the shotgun, getting ready. Hudson takes the ball, flag down on the play across the way. I think that's going to be offsides on the defense. Ruiz has it. Delano Ruiz is down the sideline, and he's got a big gain going around the corner out near midfield, but we'll have to check the flag. Had to be offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking the defense lined up offsides. No, let's start on the offense, Mike. Imagine that. Nothing's going our way so far this year. I hope that turns tonight.
Well, they had to call formation because they didn't blow it dead, which is why I thought it had to be offsides. But normally they would blow those plays dead, Kyle, at the line of scrimmage. But the only thing I can think there is they let the formation go. So the Wildcats get called for 5 yards. We gain 1 on the first down. Now it'll be 2nd and 14.
Yeah, big play, and it gets called back, Mike. We got to say, I like it, though. I'm going to be honest with you. It's better than what I saw last week so far. We just had a 21-yard run that, illegal formation called it back.
Yeah, that play, they just bounced Ruiz outside, and Delano Ruiz, number 1 for the Wildcats, got, like you said, 21 yards down the right sideline. But you can't let the penalties dictate the flow of the game, and right now it'll be 2nd down and 14 after the 5-yard march off. Register in the shotgun. He sends Hudson Hodges in motion. Register calls for the ball, rolls to his right. Hudson looking to throw. Now he's going to run out across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Register picks up the yardage that we lost on the penalty, and maybe a couple more. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yep, brings up a big 3rd down here. It's 3rd and 8, Mike, and let's see what we can draw up. We need to get a first down. Defense got wore out last week. We're not making first downs. We got to make a few first downs on this opening drive.
3rd down play coming up. The Cats need about 6 to move the chains. Rhett Roden, Hudson Hodges, the receivers on this side. Looks like Keldon Dupree is the receiver on the right side.
It is, playing with a cast on his hand.
And Ruiz in the backfield. 3rd down, call it 6. Register in the shotgun, takes a snap, looking to throw. Hudson fires it left side. It's going to be picked off. Cheifland's going to intercept the football right up around the 42-yard line, and they're going to bring it back to the 35 of the Wildcats, and that's where Cheifland's going to take over.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Register was looking at there, man. They dropped into his zone, and he threw it right to him. Hey, here we go, defense again. Let's come out and get a big stop.
He has it. Register must have had his eyes locked downfield and just didn't see. The linebacker had snuck up into the middle there, and it's an interception the other way. Nevertheless, Wildcats are going to be on defense here, turning the ball over on the first series.
I love Keldon Dupree, Mike, but I'm not sure why we're lining him up at wide receiver with a cast on his hand. Is he going to one-hand catch everything tonight? I wouldn't even cover him. He has no fingers sticking out of that cast.
1st down and 10 for Cheifland. They're lining up from the 35 of the Wildcats. Quarterback for Cheifland, number 2,
Matt Goodell.
Goodell, the quarterback. He's going to have Sweet in the backfield. DeMaury Sweet, the running back. They're going to throw. Lines up, looking for the end zone on first down, and the receiver almost came down with it. That was number 21, Jonathan Adams, their leading receiver that he was looking for on play number 1, and it's just incomplete.
Yeah, 21's their dude, and that was great coverage by Zeke over there on the edge. It was a one-on-one ball, and Zeke Taylor went for made a play for the Wildcats.
Second down play for Cheifland. Cheifland tonight wearing the yellow, I guess you could say gold pants with the light blue jerseys, with the light blue helmets. The Wildcats, black helmets with the white jerseys and the white helmets. They're going to run the football. That's Sweet with the carry straight ahead, and Sweet's going to get stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Wildcats converge on him there.
Yeah, that was Hudson Register and Grayson Thrift on the tackle. Great play by the Wildcats.
Register comes up from his linebacker spot, makes the tackle. Grayson Thrift right there in the middle of that line. Wildcat captains tonight, Hudson Hodges, Mikey Landers, and Anthony Williams for the Cats.
Big third down here, Mike. We got 39. Let's get off the field.
Third down 9. The ball is just outside the 30-yard line at the 34. Wildcat territory. Cheifland gets the interception on the first Wildcat series, so now they're trying to convert. Taking a long time to get this play in, though.
They are, and the play clock still says 40, Mike, so I don't know how much time we got left.
Quarterback in the gun. Wildcats shift across the front of the line. They're going to run to the left. Goodell looking to throw. He's going to fake the handoff, and now he's going to go to the 34, maybe the 32-yard line. A pickup of only 2 yards. It'll be fourth down.
Great tackle in open field by Hudson Hodges. He don't make that tackle there. The guy gets the first down, and they keep the chains there. It'll be interesting to see. I think you're probably in 4 down territory right now after Cheifland.
Fourth down. They're inside Wildcat territory. He actually only gained 1 on the play. They mark him at the 33-yard line. So fourth down now, and they are going to keep the offense on the field. Got to watch those hard counts here, Kyle, in these situations. You don't want to give them a free 5.
They
snap it.
They go 21. I would.
Picked off, going to be intercepted. Across the middle, Hudson Register has got picked it off, but Hudson Register is down the sideline. He's in the Cheifland territory, so Hudson Register says, hey.
No, Mike, they just took the ball from Register. It's going to be turned over the other way. They just took it right out of his hands. He runs it back 30 yards, and the guy just strips him at the end of the play. It's going to be Cheifland ball going back the other way.
Well, Hudson Register made a great play in the middle of the field and picked it off and was running down the sideline along the Cheifland far sideline. And then, like Kyle said, toward the end of the play, he had the ball taken back away from him from Cheifland. So now their offense is going to be back on the field, but field position is drastic change.
It did change, and Register made a great play to get some little redemption on his interception that he threw. He got his own and then just let the guy take the ball from him.
Goodell now back in the shotgun. They're back on their side of the field now, though. That was a big return for Hudson Register. They're going to hand the ball to Sweet up the middle, and the Wildcats not giving any running room up the middle.
That's 54, Mike. Anthony Williams, good play. Now you go. Our defensive line's getting penetration back in the backfield. That's a great play by 54, Anthony Williams.
One of the Wildcat captains for tonight. Williams on the field, making the tackle. It's going to be second down and 9 coming up. Second down and 9. Goodell in the shotgun. 8:53 to go in the first quarter. They're going to toss it to the right side. And this is going to be a run by Sweet again. DeMaury Sweet, the running back linebacker, number 12 for Cheifland, and he's going to pick up a first down for the Indians as they march across midfield.
Yeah, 13 Taz Kinghorn was in position to make the play. We got to make the tackles, Mike. I thought we had a pile of missed tackles last week. That's the thing that hurt this defense and kept drives going. For the most part, they play good, but you got to make the tackle when you got a chance to make the tackle.
Talked to some locals here from Cheifland tonight. They got a monsoon here this afternoon, probably around 2, 3 o'clock. He said it rained for a good hour, and you can tell on the field, Kyle. It's going to be a muddy turf tonight.
Oh, it is. It's thick grass too. We walked on it now. It's like the Notre Dame field out there, man. They've got this thing built up, so it ain't going to be a real fast turf.
Goodell runs the left. He's running the option to the left side. He's going to keep it. The Wildcats do good pursuit on him over there. Number 9 for the Cats, Foy, makes the tackle.
Yep, good play by Foy. He's got to contain that edge. I thought a few times last week he didn't. They got outside of him, but good play by Foy there, staying home making a play.
Goodell just tried to run the option to the left with Sweet. Those are the two guys to watch for on this Cheifland offense. You've got Sweet, the running back, and then Jonathan Adams, the big receiver. That time, Jamarian Floyd did a nice job, came off the end, came off his block, made a good tackle, only a 2-yard gain. 2nd down and 8.
They do take their time getting the play calling.
They do. Goodell's got Sweet in the backfield with him.
I like what we're doing with Floyd, man. We're moving 9 to the wide side every time it looks like.
2nd down play, Goodell's just going to take this one, a straight quarterback keeper up against the front of that Wildcat defense, and he gets to the 40-yard line. He's going to be about 2 yards short of the 1st down, so probably 4-down territory again here. So they've got 2 plays to get a 1st down. They need about 2 yards.
Yeah, that's exactly what Cheifland's thinking right now. It's 3rd and 2. They got 2 plays to get 2 yards, and you're the Wildcats right here. I think they're coming right at you. Let's lower their neck and make a play.
Wildcats will send 4 across the front, 4 in Grayson Thrift on this side. Cheifland to the line. Goodell in the shotgun. No, he's going to go under center here with 3rd and 2. Goodell goes under center. He's going to hand the ball straight high formation, and the Cats are all over the backfield. The Cats get a yard back into the backfield, and they stop him. Sweet got the carry, and they tried to move him straight ahead. They actually gave that to big Jonathan Adams, a big wide receiver.
Yeah, 21's their dude, Mike, and they lined him up in a power formation, give it to him, and Mr. Foy's come to play tonight. Great play again by number 9, Jamarian Foy.
They tried that side that I mentioned with Foy and Grayson Thrift, and they did not get back to the line of scrimmage. So now they're going to need a long 2 here on 4th down, and they're going to keep it in the power formation.
I would watch the quarterback rolling out here, Mike. Watch the fake and him rolling. From the snap, we're on it. Great start by the Wildcats.
Goodell never got the snap that time. It goes to the ground, and we got the football. The Wildcats will go the other way. So far, Cheifland's had 2 possessions, and they turn it over on an interception, and then they turn it over on downs. The Wildcats have had 1 possession, and they turned it over on an interception. So both teams struggling a little bit to start the game on offense.
Yep, we got to find a way right here to move the ball a little bit. Get, like I said, get a few 1st downs, kind of let this offense get in a rhythm and figure out what we can do and what we can't do tonight. It looks like to me they're going to give Register a break here, and I don't know who's coming in at quarterback, but Register is on the sideline.
6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back with more Wildcat football on WFBB.
You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 FM WFBB. This radio station is a ministry of Glen Baptist Church in Glen, St. Mary, Florida. We're blessed to air Baker County Wildcat Football live each week, and it's our hope that you enjoy the program. We know that life is busy, work, school, football, running errands around, but in the midst of the busyness, we all need a church home that brings the stability upon which you can build your life. If you're looking for a church home where you can grow in Christ and community, we would love to invite you to worship with us every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Check us out on our website at glenbaptist.org or on Facebook, where you can access church info and content and even watch worship services. At Glen, you get dynamic music, gospel-centered expository preaching, and a wonderful faith community. Come grow with us.
And we welcome you back here to Cheifland High School, home of the Cheifland Indians. We're over here south of Lake City, south of Trenton, about an hour-and-a-half drive away from McClellan, Florida tonight, over here at Cheifland. A bunch of really nice people here welcoming us over here. On 1st down, the Wildcats check Nate Welch into the game at quarterback, number 12. So Nate Welch tried to hit Hudson Hodges on the 1st down play. It goes incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10. Welch in the shotgun, sends Rhett Roden in motion, and now the snap came across and hit Rhett Roden. It was a premature snap, and now it's going to be fumbled on the field, and Cheifland's going to pick it up.
Yep. That's an ugly possession right there by the Wildcats, man. This offense has got to get it together and get it together fast, Matt, or I'm telling you, man, it's going to be a long night.
Well, just a tough couple plays there. They check Welch in. Now, Welch is a young guy. He's a sophomore quarterback. They give Register a spell here. Register played a lot last week. He was on the field both ways. They're trying to give Register a little bit of spell between playing linebacker and playing quarterback. So that time they checked Welch in. On the first play, he and Ruiz kind of collided in the backfield. It kind of threw the rhythm off the pass play. And then 2nd down, the snap, just bad timing there. Rhett Roden's coming across, and the snap hits Rhett Roden and goes to the ground. Cheifland picks it up. So now first down and 10, and they're still in Wildcat territory.
Yeah, we can't keep shooting ourselves in the foot on offense and expecting this defense to step up and keep making plays, man. We watched it last week. We held on to about 5 minutes left in the second quarter to see how long we can hang on tonight before this offense finds their feet and gets moving.
First down play, Delano going to throw one across the middle. He's got his receiver, and a catch is made. He's at the 20. He's breaking free. He's inside the 10, and that's the big receiver that we told you about, Jonathan Adams, and he slam dunked to the cross of the goalpost, and it's a touchdown, but there's a flag behind the play, and it's going to be holding on Cheifland. It's coming back.
Yeah, we got a break that we dearly need tonight, and let's see if this defense can regroup and get back on our feet and get going again. That's 21's a dog. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. If he gets the ball in his hand, he's 220, 6'3", and he can run.
Well, to set the scene just a little bit, you know, we talked about the field conditions. The grass is high, and, you know, it's a tough track to run on. I'm going to tell you, it's a tough running track out there, which, you know, that's not an excuse for anybody.
No.
But you're right. Adams looks like a man among boys out there. He looks like a college guy out there.
Yeah. I mean, he's the most impressive guy I've seen in a high school uniform in a while.
Huge holding call, though, against Cheifland is going to back it all the way up to the 45-yard line. So now it's going to be that call was called in the backfield, so it's going to be 1st and 25. They're going to hand this one off, and the Cats are all over it.
That's 54 again, man. Anthony Williams and Thrift. 54 and 56 in the middle is looking good tonight on defense.
Yeah, Grayson Thrift on this side, Anthony Williams the other side. Williams was the captain tonight for the Cats, number 54. They both converge on the tackle that time. Second down. Maybe a 2-yard gain there. Second down, call it 23. The good news for the Cats, offensively, if we can work some things out, the defense is playing well.
Yep.
Second down, Delano going to fire one to the right side. Catches made here on the far sideline, but Mikey Landers comes up, and Mikey Landers, another captain on this football team tonight, Mikey Landers comes up and throws him for a loss.
Yep, good play by Trey Landers right now, man. You want him to, he's a good football player, and you want him to step up and make some plays, and he got off a block on the edge right there and made a great tackle in open field.
Cat defense getting fired up on the field. They're throwing for a loss that time. It's going to be third down. Call it 27 here for Cheifland. They need to go all the way to the Wildcat 25 for a first down.
You got to watch screen here, I think, the 12, they're running back. And they got 21 out here. They got Rhett Roden on him now, but I think I would double cover 21. They may just throw a long ball up to him.
The quarterback again.
Goodell
takes the snap, drops straight back, looking to throw. Now he's going to get forced out of that.
I'm sorry, Mike, I interrupted you. I just seen Taz Keyhorn come out of nowhere and make a great play.
Way behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah. Keyhorn comes out, knocks him out of bounds, way back near midfield. So now it's definitely a punt situation for Cheifland, and the Wildcats are going to send Rhett Roden back to return the punt. So, Kyle, 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Wildcats have only run 4 offensive plays here so far. We've got to get some continuity with the offense.
Yep, we're looking at that time of possession thing again where this defense is on the field way too much, Matt. We've got to find a way to make first down.
The defense has been on the field the whole first quarter, but no points on the board. 0-0 score here from Cheifland so far. And Rhett Roden stands back at our 20-yard line to receive the punt. The snap is over the punter's head, and it's going to take a roll back, and he's not going to get back on it. And the Wildcats, Anthony Williams, the first guy back there to tackle the punter, and that's going to be a Wildcat first down deep in Cheifland territory.
Yep. Now it's time for this offensive line in this Wildcat run game. Let's go ahead. Hey, let's run it at them and see if they can stop us, Mike.
Number 34, Caden Starling, also back there with Anthony Williams, and they make the tackle on the punter. And the Cats are going to be deep in Cheifland territory, our best field position of the night.
Yep. Got to do something with this. You got to key it. You got to take advantage of it.
Hudson Register back in the ball game at quarterback for the Cats. We're going to split Hudson Hodges, Rhett Roden to the right side of the field. Number 20 for the Cats is split to the left side. That's Javen Gibbons. Javen Gibbons on the left side. Register takes the snap, going to give it off to Ruiz, and Ruiz is going to get hit in the backfield. My goodness, what a surge by number 20. 90, I'm sorry, big number 90 for Cheifland, and he was in the backfield before the handoff.
That's Waikero Howard, defensive tackle, tight end. I'd like to see that big boy catch a pass, but he looks good at defensive tackle for sure.
Now, one of the things I was going to mention, and you talk about Howard, he's a senior. The quarterback, the receiver, the running back, all these guys, they're still seniors for this Cheifland football team. and they've got a good football team. They beat Williston last week by a point. Robbie Pruitt's team. Robbie Pruitt coaching that team at Williston. They got a big win against them. So this is not a slouch team over here at Cheifland that we're going to play. Register, again, hands the ball straight ahead to Ruiz, and I think the ball might have came out, but he falls on it, and it'll be third down coming up for the Cats, and we're still looking at 3rd and 10.
Yep, we're going to have to find a way to do something a little different right here. They're waiting on the run. I don't think they're worried about us throwing the football at all night, and we're going to have to show them we can to open the run game up.
Something's got to give one way or the other. Both defensive lines have really dug in and are playing well. 3:34 to go, first quarter. No score here from Cheifland. Wildcats with our best field position of the night. We've got the ball just outside the 20-yard line, but it's 3rd down and 10. Register in the gun. He's got Ruiz in the backfield with him. Delano Ruiz, the running back. You got Roden Hodges to the right. Ruiz now goes in motion, and Hudson's going to run it straight ahead. Register might pick up 3 here on the play. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, didn't have much of a chance. I'm not sure if we can kick it from here or not, but
Boatwright's got the leg. I just don't know about the field conditions. I didn't get a chance to watch in the warm-ups for the kicker tonight, but that play, Kyle, you set that play up. They sent everybody wide. So Ruiz came out in motion, went to the right side. You had 3 receivers on the right side, 1 to the left. So they just tried to spread everybody, catch them sleeping in the middle, but Register only picked up about 3.
Yeah, we did that a lot last week with a little bit of success. But I can tell you, this defensive line for Cheifland right now, they look good.
4th down play, Register in the gun, and the hard count's going to give us 5 yards.
And we're just short of the first down.
Yeah, we needed about 8 here, so it's still going to be 4th down and 3 after the 5-yard penalty. But
will he kick it now?
I mean, I've got Boatwright on the sideline. I'm looking at points. I mean, the ball's going to be spotted about the 14-yard line, so that would be about a 31-yard kick from here. I know Boatwright's got that leg, but I just don't know about the field conditions and if they're comfortable with it.
Looks like Coach Canada's going for it, Matt. So let's see a huge play in the ball game right here with 2 minutes and 28 seconds and count.
4th down and 3, offense on the field. Register in the shotgun. Sends Ruiz in motion to the left side. Now he sends a man in motion across the front. That's Hudson Hodges.
They're trying to draw him off.
Trying to draw him off here, and they might be thinking about the field goal. I don't know, and call a timeout.
Wildcats try to get him to jump. Now they're going to reset, looking to the sideline for direction.
Play clock's not working, so I don't know.
We don't know about the play clock. Wildcats are going to take a timeout, and I would think kick it here.
I mean, if everything is normal here, you're talking about a 31, 32-yard field goal for Brock Boatwright. He's definitely got the leg for that, so leg's not the issue. But that grass is thick, man, and it's a little bit soupy out there. So we'll just see if they trust it enough and go from there. 1:55 to go, first quarter. Want to thank Glen Baptist Church and Corey and John Meadows back on the controls tonight, keeping us on the air. If you're listening in tonight, hello from Cheifland, Florida. I got to tell you, Kyle, 29 years Wildcat Football Radio I've been here. I don't think I've been to Cheifland's football field ever.
Well,
I think this is the first.
You have now, Mike, and it's not bad over here.
No, nice people, nice little town. We have a guy over here with his white pickup truck that offers some boiled peanuts, so maybe he'll remember.
Yeah, maybe he'll come through on that.
Cats, after the timeout, are going to send the offense back on the field, so we're not going to go with a field goal attempt here. 4th down and 3. Register brings the team back up. We're in the shotgun. Delano Ruiz is the back. He's back there with Register, about 4 yards deep in the backfield. 1 receiver split to the right, 1 to the left. Register's going to run it straight ahead. He's going to bounce it outside. Register's got a little bit of room. He's going to get the first down and more, but Register to the corner of the end zone, and it's a 13-yard touchdown run for Hudson Register and the Wildcats. First touchdown of 2025.
I like it from Coach Canada right there. 4th and 3, you got a kick that our kicker Boatwright probably going to make. The percentages are pretty good. He wants to get on the scoreboard right here. This offense needs to get going. Maybe that'll get a goal on that.
Yeah, and he says right there, hey, I've got a talented quarterback here, Register. Let's try to seal him off on the right side. They're able to seal the line, gave him a good block on that side, and Register bounced it outside, and once he got outside, he was gone. Touchdown, Hudson Register.
Great play by Register. This kid took a lot of flack from a lot of people last week, Mike, against Bradford, saying, hey, is he the man for the job? He gets it every year. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I watched the game last week. The kid the kid didn't make many mistakes.
No.
He didn't have a chance to do much. And, hey, I'd love to see a great bounce-back game for him. I think he believes in himself. I think his teammates believe with him. And they want him. He want him in the spot. So let's see what he does tonight. He's also a great start.
Well, let me tell you something, Kyle. You've been around sports for a long time, as I have. A win or a loss is not a one-man situation. You know, you got a whole team of players that are part of the win and they're part of the loss, you know, and you have to share that accountability across the entire team. And while the offensive stats weren't great last week, let's just, you got to call it like it is. Hudson didn't have a lot of time to do anything in the backfield.
My argument, Mike, to people is, hey, yeah, he had the ball only a few times, but for the most part of that game, he took care of the football, and he did what was there for him. There was nothing there. Nobody could have played any better than Hudson last week, in my opinion. And I know he took some flack. I know people you hear, but I want to see the kid bounce out with a big game this week. And hey, like I said, he's off to a great start.
Big touchdown run right there at the Hudson Register gives the Wildcats a 7-0 lead. Boatwright added the extra point. So now Boatwright's got it teed up at the 40-yard line, and we're going to kick it away to Cheifland. High kick comes to the left side. It's going to come down around the 20-yard line. Number 1 for Cheifland's got it. He brings it back to the middle of the field, and he's going to get it out close to the 30-yard line, and that's where they'll start first down and 10.
Yep. Good pursuit there from the Wildcat kickoff team. We kind of corner kicked it in the corner. They got down there fast, and I like what I'm seeing from these guys, man. They come out with a lot of energy tonight, and that's kind of what I was wanting to see after last week, getting shut out, losing to your rival. What would you come out? What kind of intensity are you going to play with? I like it so far.
Good crowd coming over from McClenny tonight. The visitor stands are full. You can hear the band in the background. The cheerleaders are making some noise. So it's another beautiful Friday night for football here in the South, Kyle, and the Wildcats with a 7-0 lead. Everything's going good so far. We need something good to happen tonight. I'm waiting to see good, and we're seeing it so far. I'm very impressed with Coach Canada and this team right now. The fire they've come out with, the intensity they've come out with. Let's see how we can keep it going. Matt Goodell, the senior quarterback for Cheifland, in the shotgun, takes the snap, going to hand it off. No, he's going to keep it himself. He takes the handoff, ran a little zone read play there in the middle, and he's going to get a good gain out across the 35, close to the 40-yard line. Going to be a first down run for Cheifland.
Yep, nice zone read there by the quarterback, Goodell. Great. He fooled me, Mike. I thought running back. So, good pickup on first down for Cheifland.
Defense is going to have to stay in their lanes and do a good job containing against this team. Cheifland scored 36 points last week against Williston in that first opening week game to give them a 1-0 record on the season.
And it shouldn't be much, Mike. I mean, this is the same offense we go up against every day. These offense they're running the identical same thing. I mean, so our defense should be prepared.
Goodell again with the handoff fake up the middle. The running back got smacked, but Goodell had the football, and he runs it out across midfield into Wildcat territory to the 45-yard line. Another first down carry. So 2 carries for Goodell here, about 30 yards.
Yep. Goodell's found something on this zone read right here. We're crashing on the running back, and he's pulling it at the last second. He's made some 2 good plays in a row. But
Anthony Williams checks back into that defensive front for the Wildcats with Jason Thrift. Jamarian Foy on this edge. Hudson Hodges, Hudson Register, Taz Kinghorn in the middle. Linebackers for the Cats. Here we go. First down play. They hand it off to Sweet. This time Sweet's got a big hole. Sweet's downhill, and he's inside the 20. Roden's the last guy that's got a chance to tackle him, and he does. Brings him down inside the 10-yard line all the way down to the 9. A big run that time. They were keying on Goodell, the quarterback, and DeMaury Sweet, the running back, took it down to the Wildcat 9.
Yep, too many missed tackles again. There's 3 missed tackles on that play right there. You got chances to make plays. You've got to make the play when the play gives you a chance to make the play.
Safety Roden saved a touchdown for the Cats that time as Sweet was picking them up and putting them down inside the 20-yard line, and they're down to the 9-yard line. First down and 10, or first down and goal from the Wildcat 9. Goodell, the quarterback, maybe the last play of the first quarter. Going to hand it off straight ahead again, and Sweet's going to roll over a couple of Wildcats down to the 6, maybe the 5-yard line, and that's going to be the last play of the first quarter, and they're going to switch ends here. Kyle, after 1 quarter of play, both teams have had the football a few times here in the first quarter. We've seen some turnovers, but the Wildcats are going to take a 7-0 lead to the second quarter.
Yep, and like I say, you want to see your defense after you get your first touchdown of the year come out and get a stop and where you can go get the ball back real quick. But, hey, we're down here in the red zone now. Now it's time to get a stop, Mike. So, hey, we'll see what this defense can do.
They'll switch ends here after the end of the quarter. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout, send it back to my buddy Corey at the station. 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Tailored Healthcare Clinic right there in McClenny on South 5th Street. 259-5929 is the number. They offer primary care, traditional primary care services through the insurance, direct primary care memberships for an affordable monthly plan. They've got lots of different services they offer. Hormone replacements, one of the things they do, medical weight loss, aesthetic treatments, including Botox. Give them a call, 259-5929.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
Second down and goal to go. Cheifland inside the Wildcat 5-yard line. Goodell's going to run it to the right side. Wildcats pursue to the right corner, and Goodell's going to be stopped around the 2-yard line, and it's going to bring up a third down and goal for this Cheifland offense.
Yeah, good play by the middle linebacker, Hudson Register right there.
Hudson Register scored the touchdown for the Wildcats a few moments ago, a 13-yard touchdown run for Register. Wildcats got the extra point, so we're ahead 7-0 at the moment. But third down and goal coming up for the Cheifland offense. Last week, Kyle, we were situated right on the 50-yard line. Tonight we're down around the 30, so a little tougher to see on this end of the field.
3rd and 4, I think. So 3rd and goal, Mike. You're right. Let's see what the Wildcats can do.
Third down. Here we go. Now they're going to run it to Adams, the receiver, in the Wildcat formation, and Adams is going to bunch everybody to the right side. He's going to lean toward the end zone, but he's not going to quite get there. He's about a yard short.
Yep. This is a big play in the ball game, man. 4th and 2, and there's no question with anybody in the house tonight that 21 is going to get the ball right here again.
Yeah, he leaned that time. The big receiver, 21, he just lined up in the Wildcat formation. Rolled it to the right side. He leaned, trying to get across the goal line. He's at the 1-yard line. 4th down, and Cheifland's going to call timeout and talk about it. What do you do if you're Cheifland?
I'm giving it to 21. There's no doubt. And I think the Wildcats got to know it right here.
They spotted the ball on the right side of the field that time. That time they ran it right, so not a lot of room on that right side of the field to run this time. That's the way they like to run behind that power situation. So we'll see. They need a yard. You know, they've shown you tonight they will line up under center. So don't know if they'll stay in the shotgun here from the 1-yard line or go back to a center formation and try to get it just pounded across the goal line.
I would expect power, 21 coming over the top right here. And you better be a man if you're going to stop 21.
He's a big kid. He was their big receiver. We had him circled on the roster, senior. He's listed as an athlete. He's listed as a wide receiver. He's listed as an outside linebacker, and he's a big kid.
Yeah, he's a Louisville commit.
And you can see why. 10:40 to go in the first half. Big play coming up. The Cats with a 7-0 lead, but Cheifland knocking on the door. 4th down and goal from the 1-yard line. Again, they show the same formation.
They're running Wildcat with 21 here.
And he's got 2 blockers to the right side. I expect this play to go to the right. He's lined up in the Wildcat shotgun. Here you go. 4th down. Goal to go from the 1-yard line.
Yeah, we're not lined up right. They're shifting on us.
Now they've shifted to the left, and you're going to get a flag here. Timeout Wildcats. They didn't like that shift move. You know, they had lined up power going to the right side on that last play. He almost got into the end zone. This time they shifted everybody to the left and, you know, showed that look to the Cats, and the Cats said, hang on, we need a timeout.
Yeah. Well, which is probably a good timeout there if I'm Coach Canada.
Tough conditions for us up here tonight, Kyle. normally where I go, I like to see, some chairs laid out for us. And,
yeah, well, that's our first time at Cheifland, man. We get to know the folks around here. Next time we come, we might have a better setup.
Well, I don't mind coming over to Cheifland. It was a nice little drive. Got a chance to have a little dinner with you and Jackie Baker before the game. That was good. And
it was. You bought my dinner, Mike. I very much appreciate it.
It's just one of those things.
I'll get you next time.
I don't think it cost a whole lot, but it wasn't bad. 4th down and goal, 10:40 to go, first half. Cats on defense trying to keep Cheifland out of the end zone here. We've got a 7-0 lead.
Playing formation for Cheifland here. Let's see if they shift again.
Yeah, they've got the blocking power to the right side here. Adams lines up in the Wildcat formation. 4th down and goal. Takes the snap. Adams rolling to his right. He's got a guy in the backfield. He was tackled in the backfield, but he pulls away. The Wildcats are going to stop him. He didn't get there.
Great stop. Jamar Ford was in the backfield. Great play. He missed the tackle, but he slowed him down enough not for the rest of the Wildcats to get there, and that's a huge stop for the Wildcat defense.
Huge stop. So when you said they, run it with 21, I was worried he was going to get in, but a great play by Jamarian Foy, number 9 for the Cats. He got off the right side of the defensive line, and he was in the backfield.
I tell you, I'm very impressed with the intensity. Like I said, I've said it 3 times. I'm going to say it 4 times. I didn't know what kind of emotion you get out of this Wildcat team after last week. Right now, it's very impressive.
Wildcats now, though, are going to have to come out of the shadow of the goalpost here, out of our own end zone. So we'll take the ball, 1st down and 10, at about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, this scares me, Mike. Let's get some breathing room.
Cats in the shotgun. Snap to the quarterback, looking to throw on 1st down. Fires one across the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Just trying to get a little space there from the goal line, trying a quick little slant route, and it falls incomplete.
Yep.
We have a flag down on the field.
Got a flag.
Yeah, flag.
It's going to be a holding call going against the Wildcats.
Holding. Don't have much room to back up. When you're at the 2, you go half the distance, you're at the 1.
No, it really won't hurt you much, I don't think, Mike. Let's see,
Just a little quick pop route there on 1st down, just trying to get some yardage out of the end zone. Wildcats unable to convert, and the holding penalty to boot.
Well, I think we're scared to run the ball here. You get penetration here, it's a safety, Mike. So I think the pop play, I'd almost throw a little, maybe a hitch and go or something over the top here. We got one-on-one on this edge out here with Jason Hodges.
1st down play for the Cats. It's still about 1st and 10 because there wasn't much room to back up. So half the distance to the goal line on the penalty makes it 1st down and 11 for the Cats. Cats dig in across the front. Here we go. Snap to the quarterback. He's just going to run it straight ahead. Maybe a couple of yards here. Not a lot doing against that Cheifland front, but trying to just get a little room out of the end zone. They're going to pick up 1 here. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Well, I'd expect something right here. I think you got to throw the ball here and try to get something on the edge. Zone read scares you here. Any kind of penetration that goes backwards ain't good. So I think, all right, let's run a swing pass out here. Let's throw something, a wide receiver screen, get something outside on the edge.
9:55 and counting to go here in the first half of tonight's ball game. Wildcats a 7-0 lead. Still relatively early in the ball game. Wildcats 2nd down play. Snap back, going to hand the ball off. No, Register fakes it and comes back to Rhett Roden on this side. And they faked the handoff to the middle, tried to just come back to the receiver, Rhett Roden, in there, and wasn't able to get the pass to him. It'll be 3rd down.
No, that was a fullback screen. Whoever 33 is, who's 33 on the Wildcat roster? They slipped him out the backfield there, and that is Chase Williams. We just missed him. I mean, he was open and Register overthrew him. I mean, you had positive yards on that play. Now you're looking at a big 3rd down.
3rd down play coming up. Cats with a lead here early on, but face a big 3rd down coming out of our own end zone. 3rd down, we need 9. Register takes the snap, hands the ball off, coming across the middle on a sweep, and this is going to be a 1st down for the Cats. Out across the 10, out across the 15-yard line, all the way out to the 20-yard line on the carry.
Yeah, the Lama Rhodes, he looked like he was shot out of a cannon there, Matt. That's the hardest I've seen him run the ball all year. Great run by 1, good 1st down for the Wildcats.
Good 1st down for the Cats. They move the chains, get out to the 20-yard line. So I call that about a 17-yard run for Delano Ruiz around the left end. Cats with a 1st down now. A little bit more breathing room.
Well, it's a huge deal. Also, it gets your defense off the field. And you don't put them right back on the field to make another big stop. You get a first down, you get 4 more downs, and they get a little break, Mike.
9 minutes to go, second quarter. Cats methodically moving here, just trying to get the play in. Register takes the snap. Handoff again to Ruiz this time, and Ruiz is running hard. He gets up around the 22 to 23-yard line, maybe the 27. He got free there toward the end and picks up about 7 yards.
Great. Hey, anything possible on first down, we'll take 5, 6, 4. We take it.
Give him 7 yards on the play. It'll bring up a second down long 3 here for the Cats. Cats have been able to withstand a couple of early turnovers, get a touchdown before the end of the first quarter, and that's where we stand, a 7-0 lead. Register takes the snap again, going to hand it to Ruiz. He's looking for room this time, bounces it outside. He's going to get to the 30, and he's going to get across the line for the first down, and the Cats are going to move the chains. Needed a long 3 there. I think he picked up about 4.
He did, Mike. First down for the Cats. Man, I like it. Hey, keep getting first downs. Hey, defense gets a break, and I like what we're seeing out of this offense. Offensive line's finally getting some push, and Ruiz is running hard right now.
2 first downs in a row for the Cats. Moves the ball out from the 1-yard line all the way out to the 30 now. The Cats have a little room to work. 8:12 to go in this first half of football. 7-0 lead if you're just joining us for the Wildcats here on the road at Cheifland tonight. Register in the shotgun. 1 back in the backfield. That's Ruiz. Takes the snap. Going to give it to Ruiz. Ruiz running hard to the middle. He's got the 35. He's got the 40. And Delano Ruiz, again, another big carry, close to 10 yards on that gain. I'm not sure if he quite got the first down or not, but another good run.
Yeah, Ruiz has got some bounce in his step right now, man. Keep feeding this guy the ball. Offensive line's doing a great job opening that. Hey, I could have ran through that hole, Mike.
Another first down. 3 first downs in a row now for the Cats. Oh, that'll work. First down and 10 now, Cats. They get the ball out across the 40-yard line, so good-looking drive here that started at the 1-yard line of the Cats. Register takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Ruiz, fires it back out this side. A good play. Hudson Hodges flag down in the backfield, though. I think it's going to come back. They're going to get the Cats for holding. That was a good play. Fake the handoff to Ruiz. They were keying on Ruiz for the run that time. He got it over here to Hudson Hodges for a gain. Probably would have been 12 or 13 yards, but it's going to come back.
Yeah, great play call by the Wildcats right there. We just got caught with a hold in the backfield. The White hat seen it in the very back, and you never want to see them flags come out from the back, not behind the offense.
No, anytime you do, it's an automatic offensive penalty. I mean,
no doubt.
When the White hat reaches in and grabs it, you know.
Still, Mike, keep chewing up clock for this Wildcat offense right now. Get a few first downs, get a few more first downs, and this defense is resting up right now, and that's what you need.
Yeah, the negative here, though, Kyle, is when you're playing ball control, which is what both these offenses are doing right now. You're just playing ball control, trying to play for first downs. That 10 yards is a killer.
Oh, it is.
You go first down and 20 behind the chains. That means you've got to break one.
Yep, you got to break one. You ain't seen many big plays in this game yet, so I mean it makes it a lot more difficult.
Register in the gun. First down and 20 now for the Cats after the holding penalty. 7:12 and counting to go in the first half. Register takes the snap. He's going to run it himself straight ahead. He's got a little bit of a hole out near the 35 to the 38-yard line. So Register picks up some positive yards there. It'll be about second down and 12.
Yep, he got 7 or 8 there. Straight quarterback draw. There's holes in the middle of this defensive line right now. These offensive line are moving guys, man.
Yep. He got back close to the original line of scrimmage, so now call it second down 11 for the Cats after that gain of 9 by Register straight up the middle. Cats looking to the sideline for the play call.
Yeah, I think Brock's happy chewing up clock right now. And hey, it's second and 10. Let's see if we can get 5 here and then 5 more on third.
6.5 minutes to go first half. Cats with the football and a 7-0 lead. Register in the shotgun. He's got Ruiz in the backfield with him. Register rolls to his right, looking to throw, and it's going to be almost intercepted. My goodness, he didn't see the little backer there come through and come underneath, and that one's lucky that we got it back.
Yeah, that could have been over 33 or 30. Yeah, 33 for Cheifland come out of nowhere and just dropped the ball. It should have been an interception.
That might have been a tough one to take because he had some room to run had he caught that football. Mid-quarter timeout, 6:16 to go. We'll keep it here during the break. It's a 7-0 lead for the Wildcats. They've got a 3rd down and 11 after the timeout break. Kyle, a lot to talk about tonight on our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report. We'll have that coming up at the break. And got to tell you, man, big times. You know, it's Labor Day weekend. What's that mean?
It means college football is back at it. There's a huge list of big games far back. I'm sure you can't wait to get into. Who's Florida plays?
We'll talk about all that at halftime.
I didn't think you could name it off the top of your head because nobody knows who they are. But
we didn't. I wasn't getting into specific teams just yet. Just letting folks know that at the halftime break we got a lot to talk about. There's some really good games across the college football landscape this weekend, going all the way into Sunday and Monday. So we'll see some great games. Tomorrow starts off some of that action. I know you're going to be heading to one of those games. We'll talk about that. And I'm excited about it, man. How can you not be excited about college football?
Fall, they're turning a little chilly. I mean, I hadn't felt the chill yet, but this is the best time of year to me, Matt, and I think for a lot of people. Tomorrow's a big day. This whole weekend is a big day. It's Labor Day, like you said. And to start the weekend off right, these Wildcats are coming out here and they're looking good on the football field.
Need a win. They need a win tonight. Need to get a win. Need to get some positive momentum for this team. Last week we knew it was going to be a tough game. You know, playing over at Bradford, took a tough loss on the chin last week. But there's some young guys on this football team, and they want to get them some confidence. And nothing would be better confidence builder than getting a win on the road.
No, people say Cheifland. Who's Cheifland? I'm telling you, Cheifland's got a lot of senior talented players out here tonight, and we're breaking in a lot of young guys. So we got to grow up fast, and so far so good for these Wildcats.
So far, so good. 3rd down 11, 6:16 to go in the first half. Register is in the shotgun here. Sends a man in motion. That's Hudson Hodges. 3rd down play. Hudson looking to throw. He fires one to Hudson Hodges, and it's almost intercepted. They are going to say incomplete. Number 3 came across, and he's signaling that he caught it, but the official on the spot says no catch. It'll be 4th down. And even though it's going to be a punt here, Kyle, a good drive for the Cats to get out from the shadow of the end zone here and really chew up some clock with this offense.
Yeah, now you need a good snap here on this punt. Hey, we need Bait Right to get a good leg into it and change the field position real quick for the Wildcats. They got 2 guys back, Mike, number 3 and number 1.
They're both going to set up right around the 30-yard line of Cheifland. The snap is back to Bait Right. He gets a high kickoff here, and it's going to come down and take a Wildcat roll inside the 30, and it's still rolling inside the 25 all the way down to the 21-yard line. A nice job by Brock Boatwright there, our senior quarterback, and he did a great job on the extra point earlier, good job on the kickoff, and here on the punt, he sits them down at the 21-yard line. So Cheifland got to go almost a full 80 yards to tie the game here before half.
Yep, great job of switching field position right there by Boatwright. I'm not sure why Cheifland didn't come up and catch it with 2 guys back. They let it roll, and it rolled another 20 yards.
Yeah, Kyle, I know we talked about a long slate of big college football games this weekend, but what's the one you've got your eye on with the top contenders for this year?
I like Ohio State and Texas, to be honest with you. That game, I think it's at Ohio State.
It is.
Texas has got all the man and hype going into it. How good is he going to be? I think that's going to be a big-time football game.
Yeah, and that's one of them that's going to start us off tomorrow. So excited to see that game up there at Ohio State tomorrow. There's some other big ones that we'll talk about at the halftime break. And I will remind you that when the season's over, you can take a look at Florida's schedule. But
I will. I mean, I had to get it in while I could.
First down play for Cheifland. Goodell going to hand the ball on the jet sweep coming around the left end, and he's going to get knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. Taz Kinghorn makes a great play and shields off number 1, Ty Jackson, as he tried to run the jet sweep to this side, and he's going to lose yardage.
Yeah, great play by Kinghorn. Kinghorn actually fell down, Mike, on that play, gets back up on a cutback and makes the play in the backfield. Huge play by Kinghorn.
You won't find a tougher player on the field.
That kid's something special size for size. He's no bigger than anybody out there, Mike, but he plays hard.
Nice job. He came off of his block. He said he fell down, got back up, makes the tackle here on the jet sweep. It looked like Jackson was just looking for one hole to turn it upfield, and Kinghorn turns it into a 1-yard loss. 2nd down and 11. Right in front of us here at the 20-yard line. Goodell, the quarterback, in the shotgun, going to take the snap, hand it off. No, he fakes it. The zone read to the right side. Goodell looking for room. And the Wildcats do another good job, and a flag comes in late on the play, but it was a 2-yard gain. Let's check the flag.
Not sure what this is going to be. You had the defensive back and the corner tied up out there. I hope it's holding.
A lot of guys kind of taking some time to catch their breath here. These guys, both ways, you got to think about it now. Cheifland, a 1A school here. There's not a lot of depth on that sideline. They've got some guys already gasping for air, so flag against Cheifland here. The Wildcat defense is doing a good job in the first half of this football game. They really are, because Cheifland has had the football 3 times in Wildcat territory, and they've got no points on the board. They had a 4th down and goal at our 1-yard line. We stopped them, and, you know, you got to right now credit this Wildcat defense for the way that the Wildcats had the lead here.
No doubt. And also credit the offense for holding the ball for 4 or 5 minutes while they go getting a few first downs. So I think it was a huge deal.
Big penalty holding call against Cheifland. They're going to run the sweep again to the right side. The Cats had him in the backfield, and he's going to not get much room here. They had a 2nd down and about 20. He's going to pick up maybe 3 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and really long, about 17 to go for this Cheifland offense.
Yeah, Kinghorn had a chance for a tackle for a loss. He missed that tackle, but then he slowed him down enough. Rhett Roden comes up to finish the play up.
Wildcats can stop here on 3rd down. We'll have a chance to get the football back with about 4 minutes to go in the first half. 4:20, 4:18 and counting here in the first half. Goodell, the quarterback, he's got Sweet in the backfield with him. 3 receivers line up to the left side, 1 to the top of the field.
I'd watch 21 on our edge over here. Let's see if they throw it to him.
3rd down play. Goodell under pressure, and Goodell's going to get sacked. He can't even get out of his own way.
Oh,
and a flag comes down.
Flag, man. Great play by 54, Anthony Williams. Hopefully this ain't nothing on the Wildcat.
Anthony Williams was in the backfield, got back there. They sacked the quarterback. It's a loss of a couple on the play, but that flag came in around the tackle, which could mean a face mask here. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to mark off 15 against the Cats here on the face mask. So you're going to, well, it's going to be an incidental face mask, only a 5-yard penalty here. And the Cats dodge a little bit there, but it's going to be a replay 3rd down. So 3rd down and 13 now for the Cheifland offense, and they run a little bit more time off the clock.
Yep, got to do it again. We're at 3:56 right now here left in first half. Huge 3rd down here. We got a 3rd and 15 for Cheifland, and we need a big play from the Cats defense.
3rd down play coming up. Goodell looks to the sideline for the call. He's got DeMaury Sweet, the running back, in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Goodell in the shotgun, takes the snap, straight drop, looking to throw. Foy's back there, and Foy's going to get the hit and the sack on the quarterback here. And lucky he wasn't looking this way. He had a guy over here, but it'll be 4th down, and the Cats will force another punt.
Yep, great job by the Wildcat defense. Number 9, Mr. Foy's come to play tonight. I mean, I kind of wanted to see that out of him this week, to see how he played, how hard he played, and so far I've been very impressed with number 9.
Good game so far for Jamarian Foy. Good game for that Wildcat defensive front. We've called their names, Grayson Thrift, Anthony Williams, all those guys making some big plays across that front. Register Kinghorn, Hudson Hodges, those guys on the back end have been doing a nice job sealing everything off. So they're going to pump the ball away from inside the 10 here, and the Cats have a chance to get good field position.
Yeah, they're letting the clock run. We're at 2:52 and counting.
Rhett Roden's back to get the punt. It's almost blocked. Rhett Roden calls for the fair catch, and he's going to take it right around midfield. So the Cats will have the football with about 2:40 to go in the first half, and the offense a chance here to make this a 2-score game.
Yeah, that was very close to being blocked. I couldn't tell who it was, Mike. We got this big tower in front of us, but it was very close to being blocked.
Oh, the tower. All kind of calamity with this tower. I got to tell you, we got over here well before the game started. This tower looks like something you'd see in a really nice deer hunting club.
It kind of looks like that or the old Kingsley Lake high dive.
Yeah, the old high dive.
So we get up there and get set up, and then we get kicked out. Mike says, hey, I don't feel comfortable out here. So Jeremy Heights got his camera set up out here right before the game with 3 minutes left. They tell us, hey, y'all got to get down. This thing's unsafe.
Yeah.
So good thing we got down for that.
Yeah, I mean, it does have tape all the way around it like it's condemned, so you have to admit that I had a reason to be a little leery. First down play, the Cats going to run to the left side here, pick up a couple of yards. We've got 2.5 minutes to go before the end of the half, so the Cats would really like to take advantage of this field position and move this down towards scoring territory. The one thing, I told you, we're playing ball control. The one thing that we just haven't seen is that big pop play. Big play for this offense, need to break one.
Yep, I think one can. I'm telling you, he's running with some bounce and stuff. If we can open up a little hole and he hits it, he can take it the distance.
3 yards on first down, 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Cat offense. Register in the shotgun, right at 2 minutes to go here in the half. Takes the snap, going to run it with Ruiz. Ruiz is going to break it free. He's inside the 40, down to the 35-yard line, and that's going to be a first down run for the Cat offense. So we'll stop the clock here, move the chains with 1:57 to go, and the Cats now, after that first down, have a real chance of making pay dirt.
Yep, I think we got one timeout here, Mike. Let's see. We're 1:54 and counting. Let's see how fast the Wildcats try to move here.
Not a lot of urgency, but coming to the line, 1:45 and counting. First down and 10 from the 35 of Cheifland. Register in the gun, takes the snap, rolling to his right. Register looking to throw. He's going to be under pressure in the backfield, has to just get this one off out of bounds, and it's going to be second down, incomplete pass, and almost made it into the trash can there.
Yeah, I think that was a play. Register 21's coming up, but kind of containing the edge here. He could have probably stepped up. He kept going outside. I think on film, if he looks at that again, he might have did that a little different.
They had one guy that broke contain that, forced Register back in the backfield there. So clock stops, though. Time to think about it here. 1:33 to go in the half. Offense back out there. Second down and 10. You're still at the 35-yard line. Even if you can get this inside the 15 or so and get 3 points.
I think you're in 4-down territory right here, for sure.
Second down play, Register in the gun. He's going to send Hudson Hodges in motion. Register takes the snap, going to hand it off. No, he takes it to Hudson Hodges on the sweep, and Register is going to pick up 2 yards. Tough running there, and the clock's going to run. Third down coming up for the Cats. Need to kind of get it in hurry-up motion here.
Let's see if Kennedy lets this run all the way out. I think I would, and take a timeout and see. I can't believe Cheifland's not taking a timeout here.
Third down play coming up for the Cats. We're going to send trip receivers to the right side. Register in the gun. 1 minute exactly to go in the first half. Handoff, Ruiz. Ruiz almost got tackled behind the line. Now he's going to fumble the football, get it back, and no gain on the play. He's going to bring up fourth down right there. So the Cats, clock's going to run with 48 seconds and counting here in the first half, but unable to pick up the first down here, so it's going to be fourth down and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Cheifland's, I think, content. They're content with letting this clock run out, so I think I'll let this run down right and just leave it to the end zone.
Fourth down play, Registers in the gun. Sends Hodges in motion. Looking for a jump off sides there. They don't get it.
I think that's what Coach Kennedy's going to do, let it run down to about 10 seconds. Well, we got 17 seconds, and
yeah, he called timeout.
Let's see if he pumps it here or throws it in the end zone. 14 seconds. So
14 seconds on the clock. Cats call timeout. 7-0 ball game here from Cheifland, almost to halftime. Remind you, at the half, we'll take a short break, and then we'll come back with our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report. Thank Jack Baker, Justin Webb down there at Baker County Farm Bureau, 259-6296, located right there on 121 in the heart of McClenny. Auto insurance, homeowners insurance, life insurance, they do it all. Give them a call, 259-6296. They are our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime sponsor. Happy to have them along with us, and happy for all our sponsors that make Wildcat football possible here each and every Friday night. 2025 Baker County Wildcat football season. Started out 0-1 last week, trying to even that up to 1-1. Kyle, the Wildcats will be back home the next 2 weeks in Memorial Stadium in McClenny, so make your plans. The next 2 Friday nights we'll have First Coast coming in and then Ponte Vedra coming in.
Yeah, I can't wait to get back in the friendly confines of Memorial Stadium and our little booth over there, Mike.
It makes you appreciate it, doesn't it, when you get out here and be a road warrior?
For sure.
Fourth down coming up. Not sure what the Wildcats are thinking here. There's 14 seconds on the clock. We've got the 7-0 lead. We took the ball to start the game, so Cheifland's going to get the kickoff to start the second half. Register takes the snap, just going to fire one over to Ruiz to the left side, trying to get him in space, and they're going to tackle him right around the line of scrimmage. So the clock will change possessions here with 9 seconds to go in the half, but Cheifland is at their own 40-yard line, so a long way to go for Cheifland to score any points. So the Wildcats just want to get them off the field here, last play of the half, Kyle, and then we can take the halftime break.
Yep, don't give up nothing big here. Keep everything in front.
Keep everything in front. 9 seconds, they've got 60 yards, 62 yards to pay dirt, so just keep it all in front here and go to the halftime, talk about it. Like I said, Cheifland's going to get the kick to start the second half, so should be exciting. Looking down the schedule for the Cats, we don't get into district play until week 5, so early on you want to play these games and get as much confidence for these guys before we get into district play, and that'll be over when we play Baldwin on week 5.
That's at Baldwin, correct?
Yeah, it's about a 10-minute ride.
we could take the bicycles of that.
I'll follow you. Cheifland with the football here, just 9 seconds on the clock before halftime. Goodell's going to take it, hand it off to the running back, and he's going to get across the 40 to the 45, and he's going to get across midfield, and he's going to be brought down right there. And Zeros, well, they're going to stop it just in time to move the chains with 1 second on the clock.
Yep, they got a chance for a Hail Mary here now. They're going to throw this into the end zone. So Cheifland took their last time out. They got enough yards there to figure their guy can throw it that far. So,
well, I just haven't seen anything that told me he can throw it 55 yards in the air. I don't know. I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying I haven't seen anything so far to say that he can. That's a long throw in these field conditions where they're at tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, if he makes it there, I'd be impressed.
It would be. It would be impressive. But with the first down run up near midfield, they were able to stop the clock and get their timeout with 1 second on the clock, so at least one more play coming in this first half. A lot of Wildcat fans made their way over here, Kyle. See a lot of fans here in the stands with us, the cheerleaders, the band, the rhythmettes, the dance team, the majorettes, all of them. They're all here.
Very impressive how these Wildcat fans, year after year, man, they travel, and 95% of the time, we outnumber the home field fans, and tonight it's not even close. We got more people than they got.
And I got to give a shout-out to the number one fan. You know, a guy that's on the school board for a long time in Baker County, Dwight Cruz. We're sitting at dinner tonight, and I told you, I said, hey, the first fans that will be on that Wildcat sideline tonight will be Dwight and Nancy Cruz. And what I tell you, when we got here, who was the first ones in the stand?
That's every time.
Every time. You can't find a more dedicated Wildcat crew than Dwight Cruz and his wife.
No, you cannot.
All right, here we go. Last play of the first half, barring any penalty. They're going to snap it back to the big receiver, Adams, and maybe he's got the arm to get it to the end zone. Flag comes down behind the play. Adams is going to get tackled on the far sideline. So if this is holding, the Wildcats will decline it, and we'll go to halftime.
That's what it is, and that's a great play by Taz Kinghorn, man. He comes out of nowhere like a bullet and takes down 21. Great way to end the half for the Cats.
So, first half of football in the books for tonight. Some of it sloppy, some of it well played. The Wildcats come out the first half with the lead, 7-0. A 13-yard touchdown run for Hudson Register put the Cats on the board first. Brock Boatwright added the extra point to make it a 7-0 ball game. So far, so good. Cheifland will get the ball to start the second half, and we're going to take about a 5-minute timeout here, and we'll come back with our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report. If you want to hear all about the world of college football tomorrow, Kyle's going to dazzle you with some of his knowledge, and we'll be back. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
Hi, this is Larry Birkins of Birkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Birkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Birkins at Birkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BirkinsChevy.com.
For over 50 years, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the community of McClenny. They provide quality air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical work to the residents of McClenny and the surrounding areas. The phone number for Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning is 259-6546. Oscar and Susie Gray would like to say, go Wildcats. Again, that's Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate. Call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing is located in Glen St. Mary, building trust with quality work and dependability. Wildcat Radio is happy to be partnered with Robbie Foster and Foster's General Contracting this year. Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing, your hometown full-service plumbing and general contracting company. We're here to serve all your new construction and remodeling needs, both residential and commercial. Do you have plumbing needs? We do service calls and offer free estimates for any repair, big or small. Call us anytime, 904-653-1136. That's Foster's General Contracting. You can also go online to fostersgeneralcontracting.com. Locally owned and operated and has proudly served Baker County since 2006. Let's go Wildcat.
You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 FM WFBB. This radio station is a ministry of Glen Baptist Church in Glen St. Mary, Florida. We're blessed to air Baker County Wildcat Football live each week, and it's our hope that you enjoy the program. We know that life is busy, work, school, football, running errands around, but in the midst of the busyness, we all need a church home that brings the stability upon which you can build your life. If you're looking for a church home where you can grow in Christ and community, we would love to invite you to worship with us every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Check us out on our website at glenbaptist.org or on Facebook, where you can access church info and content and even watch worship services. At Glen, you get dynamic music, gospel-centered expository preaching, and a wonderful faith community. Come grow with us.
Or wonder what you need to do.
And we welcome you back here to Cheifland High School over here in Cheifland, Florida. Side of tonight's matchup, 2025 Baker County Wildcat football, bringing it to you each and every week. Tonight we're on the road. Wildcats, a couple of road games to start the year this year. Last week on the road at Bradford, Wildcats left there 0-1 on the season, and looking to get back to the win column here tonight. So far, the Wildcats a 7-0 lead against the Cheifland Indians here at the half. Mike Cruz, Kyle Davis bringing you all the action. We welcome you back to our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report. And Kyle, for the Wildcats so far in the football game, offense a little sluggish in the first quarter, able to get a big play after Cheifland lined up to punt the football, and they sailed the football over the punter's head. The Wildcats able to get great field position there, and we turned it into points.
Yep, that's probably what changed. That's why we have 7 points right now, because neither team's able to really establish offensive drives, and that was a huge play in the game. So, hey, we'll take it. 7-0 lead. First points we scored all year. Let's see. Got to keep playing in the second half, because I got a feeling these Cheifland kids ain't going to quit.
Yeah, they're not going to quit, and they're going to come out and get the football to start the second half. So Wildcat defense going to have to continue to play strong. So far, shutout on the board for the Wildcat defense, a 7-0 ball game. Kyle, let's talk a little bit. First, before I get into the college football action tomorrow, I've got to ask you, you know, we talk about baseball. We're baseball fans. It's okay to talk about baseball here and there. It's not the kind of year that you were looking for out of your Atlanta Braves, but did you expect to see 19 runs last night, and the Phillies hit 4 home runs by one guy, 7 home runs in the game? I mean, how did that feel?
Mike, I told you baseball season was over about a month ago for me. I've moved on, but you keep me updated every night for sure. So,
well, if it makes you feel any better, the Phillies scored 19 last night. They've got 1 tonight. So if it makes you feel any better, tonight's game is closer.
That's baseball, man. That's why everybody loves it.
A whole slate of football games going on right now. So a lot of people at home probably listening to the Cats on the radio, watching some football on TV. You know, Baylor and Auburn in the first quarter there. Baylor's got a 3-0 lead on them. Colorado, Georgia Tech playing. Colorado with a 7-point lead so far. Those games are early in the first quarter. Illinois playing Western Illinois. You know, there's not a lot of top 25 matchups, but it will be interesting to see if Auburn can start the year with a win against Baylor on the road. A very interesting game there. Army playing tonight. You know, I want to keep an eye on that game. I mentioned last week our good friend Mike Rogers, my friend Scott Newsom over there in Baldwin, his son Baylor Newsom playing on that Army team. So if you got a chance to watch that on the CBS network tonight, let me know if you see number 21, Baylor Newsom, out there and how he's doing tonight. I'm wishing good things for that young man this year. Kyle, tomorrow, man, I got to tell you, we talked about it. We teased it a little bit early on, that early game tomorrow up there at the Horseshoe in Ohio. You know, Ryan Day, there's been a lot of talk about those guys from Ohio State, how good they're going to be this year. But Texas, first game of the year, going to take it on the road to Ohio State. One of the better matchups we've seen in a long time. You've got Arch Manning coming in there. He's the guy now up at Texas. And, you know, they're looking to go win the SEC and see what they can do, but they got to go through Ohio State tomorrow, man. That's a tough first game for them to go take on that Ohio State crowd and that football team.
No doubt, man. And here's the thing in college football these days, especially in the transfer portal, you never know what you're going to get, man. So I mean, you got a team like Boise State last night, ranked 25, got blue. I mean, South Carolina just beat the brakes off of them. South Florida. I'm sorry, excuse me.
So they didn't look like the Boise State teams of old, though, you know. But that just. It just goes to show one point, okay? These guys come out before the year, and they set these top 25s, right? So Boise State's sitting there at number 25 in the country last week, and after last night, obviously that's not true, right? So to any fan that's watching out there, the one thing I've learned over the years, and I know you've learned this too, you look at those rankings early on, wait till 3 or 4 weeks of the season go by before you consider anybody top 25, unless it's somebody we know is going to be in the top 4 or 5. Okay,
for sure, Mike. So let's say who you got tomorrow. Do you like Ohio State or Texas?
I got to tell you, man, I think it's too tough of an environment for Texas to go up there and win. I mean, in a game like that, you know, Texas would have to come out and really control the game early on and get a lead, I feel like, right? You know, the thing you hope for in Texas is you got that game close at halftime and you got a chance to go win the game in the second half. I like Ohio State to win the game.
I'm with you, Mike. I think home field advantage is huge there for Ohio State. I think Ryan Day's got that team rolling right now, and I think they got the best player in the country. Jeremiah Smith's the best player in the country right now.
I would agree.
So Texas is going to rely on a Manning, an Archie Manning kid that, quite honestly, hadn't proved anything yet. Now, he may have his coming out party tomorrow, but I'm going to take Ohio State at home.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think you and I agree on that game. This next one we may not agree on, and this is a game that you're going to be getting up early in the morning and loading up a couple of your sons, maybe your brother, maybe your dad. You guys are going to be heading over to Tallahassee, and this is another good one. 3:30 tomorrow on ABC. Florida State is hosting the Crimson Tide from Alabama. And we had a waitress tonight at dinner, and she said, "I'm going to that game tomorrow." You said, "Go Seminoles." She said, "Oh no, Roll Tide."
She ruined her tip on that. Who finds an Alabama fan over here and where we're at, Mike?
But what do you got? You know, Tallahassee tomorrow, 3:30 game. Alabama rolls in. Alabama is ranked top 10. Like I said, you know, we don't know anything about these rankings yet. But let's talk about Florida State. They come off a 2-10 team last year. A lot of those faces are going to change this year because you've got, it's not just FSU, but across the landscape of college football, you got transfer portal now. Kyle, this week Kentucky announced their starting quarterback, okay? I texted you during the week and I said, hey, how's this for the state of college football, right? Kentucky announces their starting quarterback. He's a 7th-year senior, and this is the 4th school that he's played at. So that's the landscape of college football now. You've got guys in transfer portal. So what's the news at FSU? How are they going to turn around that 2-10 from last year and plan to compete with Alabama tomorrow?
I think, Mike, it's the transfer portal. I mean, you look at our roster right now, we got 16 guys out of 22 starters. That's transfers. And Mike Norvell's hit. He hit one year. He went 13-0, and then he went 2-10. I mean, it all went towards the transfer portal. This year, I don't know what to expect. I'm gonna keep my hopes. I'm not going to get too high. I'm not going to get too low. I do expect them to be a better football team this year. I expect them to take Alabama tomorrow to the 4th quarter.
Okay.
I do not expect Florida State to win the game tomorrow. I think Alabama's too big, too strong, and I just don't think Florida State's there yet on the line of scrimmages. And I think it's going to be a close game going into the 4th quarter. And I expect to see a lot of fight out of FSU. And I think if you see that out of FSU, they can have a good year and win 8 or 9 games. Now, if they just get the break speed off of them tomorrow, it could start a steamroll of bad things.
Yeah, that can happen, you know, and it'll be exciting to watch that game tomorrow. I'm locked in. That's really. I'll be watching the Ohio State game for sure, but that Florida State Alabama game I'll be locked in on. Now tomorrow night, ABC top 10 matchup. You've got LSU going on the road to Dabo Swinney and those Clemson Tigers. Not a great year last year for Clemson by their standards, you know, over the last 10 years, but Brian Kelly has proven at LSU that he's not an opening game coach. He's 0-5.
Yep.
Does he go to 0-6 tomorrow?
Absolutely. That's the one I'm most confident about. I don't think Brian Kelly and LSU can go to Clemson and win tomorrow night. I mean, I've watched them 2 years in a row, not last year, but the last 2 years lose to Florida State. And quite honestly, I think Clemson's better this year. I think Clemson's going to compete for a national championship, and they're at home. It's going to be at night, and I think it's just too tough of an environment for LSU to go in and beat Clemson tomorrow night.
Tough environment, but they're high on the quarterback out there at LSU, so it'll be interesting. I got to tell you, Brian Kelly wants to shake that thing. He wants to shake the fact that he hasn't won one of these openers.
Who do you like?
Well, I like Alabama to beat FSU. I didn't tell you that. I do like Alabama to win.
We're the same.
And I like Brian Kelly to get off the snide and LSU to make a splash tomorrow night and beat Clemson. I could be totally wrong on that, but I'm feeling that right now.
I'm keeping records this year now, so Mingy's going to have Friday night records going on here on what we pick on the coming up Saturday.
Well, our only difference is that game. So those 3 that we picked here on the radio. Now the Sunday game that we're going to be keeping an eye on is going to be down there in Miami. So at 7:30 on Sunday, you've got, you know, another one of these Notre Dame traveling to Miami. Miami's ranked top 10. Notre Dame's ranked top 10. How do you see that one going?
I'm tired. Miami gets hyped up every year. Every year, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. They never won an ACC championship. I'm just so tired of hearing about Miami. They're going to have to show me something to make me believe in them. I'm taking Notre Dame on the road.
Okay. I'm gonna say that a lot of crazy things happen down in Miami, Kyle. And, you know, the Gators are going to face Miami week 3 this year. And after last night, you know, yes, you're right. We play Long Island tomorrow. That was supposed to be FAMU.
Long Island.
It was supposed to be FAMU. They had to find another opponent. So Long Island is the team that comes in. Certainly an overmatched opponent coming in to play Florida. So you're not going to know a lot about Florida tomorrow. But when South Florida comes next week, you will. And then you're going to be gearing up for Miami. On the road, by the way. And so
I wouldn't call Miami a tough environment to play.
No, I don't necessarily believe that. But anytime you go on the road, okay, with a young team trying to prove something, anytime you go on the road, playing at home is a lot different than playing on the road. That's just a fact. So it'll be interesting. But I'm going to take Miami to win that game against Notre Dame Sunday night. So our two differences, I've got LSU to beat Clemson, and I'm going to take Miami to beat Notre Dame.
There you go.
All right, so I'm excited. You're excited? What time are you heading to Tallahassee tomorrow?
I think we're leaving about 10. We're shooting to get down there around 12 o'clock tomorrow. We're supposed to get a tour of the baseball clubhouse. So I'm looking forward to that. Other kids are looking forward to that. So
can't beat that.
We're looking forward to having a good atmosphere in Tallahassee tomorrow. And like I say, I hope they can put on a show and play hard for 4 quarters.
A lot of tradition over there in that baseball program. A lot of really, really, really good teams. But I will say, never a national champion.
No,
sorry to break that to you.
No, they've been snake bitten in Omaha. But hey, we got a coach there now. Link Jarrett's his name, Mike, and I would put him up against anybody in the nation. So they got one coming.
They got one coming. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But just a couple of minutes away from breaking into the third quarter tonight, and Kyle, we'll be able to talk about NFL next week. NFL will start the week, a week later down the road, so we'll talk about some of those matchups next week. I think my Eagles that won the Super Bowl last year are going to start out next Thursday night. So we'll see the Eagles right off the bat on Thursday Night Football next week.
Who that's like?
Cowboys.
So
that'll be exciting to see what happens there. And, this time of year you got to take it all in because before you know it, Kyle, we're going to look up and it's going to be halfway over, and then before you know it, it'll be over.
That's it.
If anybody you talk to, the month of August just flew by. We're going to be into September. Before you know it, it's going to be Halloween. I've even seen Christmas decorations in the store already. So
there you go.
The end of the year always one of our favorite times of the year, but it always flies by so fast. So just take it all in. I hope you have a great time in Tallahassee tomorrow.
I'm sure I'll hear from you at some point tomorrow night. I'll have my phone ready.
No doubt about it. A couple of shout-outs. I talked to a couple of guys today. One of my buddies working down there at McClenny Tire and Lube, my buddy Clayton Duval, he was going to ride down here with us tonight, but they were so busy up there at the tire shop he couldn't break free, so Clayton told me he's listening into Wildcat football, so go Wildcats.
That's a shame he couldn't get his daddy off the couch to sit and say that. Phil was living that retired life up.
Oh, Phil, he was down there at 7 o'clock this morning, weed eating, down there in the parking lot at McClenny Tire and Lube.
Well, that's why Clayton should have got up and weed eating for him. He had to take a nap.
Another one of my buddies, he had surgery last week, my buddy Todd Herndon. He told me he's listening in over there right down Miltondale Road in McClenny, Florida. He's listening to the game tonight, says go Wildcats. Says we're coming in loud and clear back there in McClenny, Florida. So I just want to give both of them guys a shout-out. And
I got some buddies out there listening in. Oh, Don Burnson, do you know Don? He listens in there every week. So he's got a beach house in St. Augustine. Hey, Josh Griffiths, they're out there at the Conch House tonight. They said they got us on live stream or somehow. I don't know how they're listening to us, but they say they are. And I told them I'd call them out. And, hey, y'all have a good time on vacation while me and Max up here working.
Yeah, Don Burnson, a long-time buddy of mine. Don and I have a long history. Kyle, you want to get a match with me on the golf course, which is fine. That's coming. But Don and I have played a lot of golf together over the years, and that's a guy that can really play some golf. And
I don't mind whipping Don either. We can get that set up.
Yeah, love playing over there with old Don, and big shout-out to them. Anybody else you want to shout-out to tonight? Tell your dad to get the car ready tomorrow as he's driving?
He's got it ready, man. He's been going strong since 1979. I don't have to tell him what to do. He'll have it ready.
Now, is he believing in an FSU win tomorrow?
He always believes in an FSU win. He's one of them guys. So until they lose, he's going to believe they're going to win.
Well, that's what you got to be. You got to be a believer until you're not, until they prove that you're not. And I know, man. Listen, I've sat here for the last 10 or 15 years with Gator football and endured some tough ones. Georgia's had some teams that have made us sad over the past few years, but I'm ready to see those guys back in action tomorrow. And with every season comes a renewed promise of something big that can happen. So
for sure,
I'm rooting for you to get you a big win tomorrow.
No, you're not, but I appreciate you saying that.
All right, that's the end of our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report. The teams are back on the field and ready to kick it off here in the second half. I want to give another shout-out to my buddy Kelly Cruz. Kelly Cruz sitting right here in front of me tonight. He's a huge Georgia Bulldog fan. I don't even know who they play tomorrow.
No, do you? No, I don't either. I don't want to talk about the Bulldogs at all until we have to, at least.
Kickoff comes to around the 20-yard line, and the running back for Cheifland just takes it right through one of the return men for the Wildcats And Cheifland's going to get good field position to start the second half out near the 38-yard line. I was giving Kelly a hard time this week because, Kyle, each week on the Baker County School District Facebook page, they highlight one of those teams or one of those years from back in the day. And this week, they highlighted the 1982 team. Bobby Hart was the head coach of the baseball team, and Kelly Cruz was right there on the front row, that 1982 team. That makes you really feel how old we're getting, doesn't it?
There's no doubt. That picture was in black and white. That was a long time ago.
I don't think they had color yearbooks in 1982. I don't know. I was in elementary school then. First down play. Cheifland's got the ball from the 37-yard line. They trail the Wildcats 7-0, and here we go in the third quarter. Goodell's got the snap. He's going to hand it off straight ahead, and a good tackle by the Wildcats right at the line, but there's a flag that blows the play dead. I think they went with a false start there.
I'm not sure what's the call. All sides on the defense.
5 yards against the Cats to start this one. He handed the ball to Sweet that time. The Wildcats again across that front line did a good job of stopping the run, but we're going to give up 5 yards, and it's going to be a first down and 5 for Cheifland.
I'll tell you, Mike, I always believe coming out of halftime in a close game, these first few possessions will tell the tale of what's going to happen in the second half. Who made the better adjustments, who plays with more intensity, and who wants to win the football game. So this is going to be a big defensive possession for the Wildcats.
Cheifland trying to get that home crowd excited here. First down and 5 from the 43. Going to hand the ball to Sweet. Sweet's going to try the middle of that Wildcat defense again, and he plows forward for about 2 yards. It'll be second down and 3.
Yeah, host of Wildcats, 54. We got Williams, we got Casey Cruz, and Nathan, and Grayson Thrift. Not Nathan Thrift. It's Grayson Thrift. Nathan didn't want to be in the middle like Grayson wants to be in the middle.
Second down 3 now. Cheifland with the football. The Wildcats with a 7-0 lead to start this second half here on the road tonight. Wildcats send about 6 up to the front of the line. Goodell's going to throw one across the middle. They've got a pass complete, but a flag comes in behind the play. This one's going to come back, Kyle. That would have been a big first down for Cheifland, but they're going to bring it back.
Well, I hope it's a hold. They come from the white hat behind the play. So
yeah, he's calling holding. He threw it right when the quarterback made the throw, so before it was even complete, the flag was on the ground, and that's going to be a huge holding call against Cheifland because they were with the change. They had a 2nd and 3, and now they're going to be backed up to a 2nd and 12.
We'll take every break we can get right now, Mike. We need a win.
Absolutely need a win tonight. Wildcats on top right now, 7-0, but just underway in the second half after they spot this back. Second down and 13 coming up for the Cheifland Indians. Huge penalty there. Wipes out a first down play. They would have had a first down play on the pass play. Goodell in the shotgun, going to hand it off to Sweet. Sweet's got a little bit of room, and he's going to get tackled from behind after a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards. Number 88 for the Wildcats.
Casey Cruz has been playing. He's played some good football, man. He was injured all year. Didn't really practice at all before the first week of the start games when he started practicing again. He's been impressive so far this year.
Big number 88 on that line. We talked about that defensive line all night tonight. Third down play now for Cheifland. They had a 2nd and 3 just a moment ago. Now they face a 3rd down and 9.
Yep, huge third down right here for the Wildcat defense.
3rd down and 9. Goodell in the shotgun. Calls for the snap. Wildcats bringing pressure. He fires one down the left sideline looking for Adams on the left sideline, and it's going to go incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yep, they one-on-one with their best player in Zeke. And great play by Zero. Again, he's in good coverage. The guy pretty much threw that ball away.
He was looking for Adams. They've tried. 21, obviously the best player on the sideline for Cheifland. They tried to get him involved tonight. The Wildcats are doing a good job of maintaining. They had the football in Wildcat territory that first quarter 3 times, and then they had a 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. This defense has done the job.
Yeah, I like the fact that we're not having a double team. We can put Zero out there, and he's held his own tonight.
Punting the football now on 4th down. Cheifland punter stands back around the 25-yard line. Almost blocked again. Anthony Williams got back there right at the punter. He's going to kick it out of bounds on the far sideline, and the Wildcats will have decent field position up around the 40-yard line.
Yep, great stop by the Wildcat defense to set the tone for the second half. Now, as an offense, that you want to go out there and you go and reward your alt with defense. Let's go move the ball, get a few first downs, and try to stick it in the end zone.
Yeah, and you said it. You know, you want to set the tone to start the second half. You want to see how this second half is going to go. So Wildcat defense, 3 and out against Cheifland. We got a big holding penalty there that really helped stymie that drive. And now the Cats back on the field. First down and 10, 9:59 to go, third quarter, and we've got a 7-0 lead. Hudson Register brings the team back to the line of scrimmage. Register in the shotgun. Calls for the football, going to hand it off to Ruiz, and now keep it himself. And Register still on the run. He's out across midfield, and Hudson Register breaks into Cheifland territory, a 15-yard gain on first down.
Let me tell you, man, you got players and you got football players, man. Hudson Register is just a football player. He likes contact. He don't shy away from contact, and he seems to always make plays. I like this kid.
Big first down run, giving 14 yards on the carry, and it's first down and 10 for the Cats at the 45 of Cheifland. Register in the gun, hands it this time to Ruiz, and Ruiz is running downhill, got smacked right there at the 42-yard line, and it'll be a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, you got to battle. You got to battle line of scrimmages right now, Mike. Hey, who's going to be tougher in the trenches? I think that's what this game's going to come down to at that point. I don't think neither team can really throw the ball that good. It's going to say who can run the football, who can be tougher at the line of scrimmages is going to win this football game.
Second down play coming up for the Cats. It's going to be second down and 8 inside Cheifland territory to start their second half drive. 9:14 to go in the third quarter. 7-0 Wildcats. 9 o'clock Eastern time, straight up and down. And the Cats with the football. From the 41, Register takes the snap, fakes the handoff up the middle, looking to throw, fires one to the right sideline, and he's just going to have to fire it out of bounds. He didn't have time. He had 3 guys in the backfield with him when he made his break.
Yeah, brings up a big 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats here. I mean, I think the way our passing games look tonight, let's try to just get yards running the football. I know we want to try to throw the ball to open up the run, but it's just we don't have time to throw it. And I'm almost in 4-down territory. I want yards right there.
Third down now, 3rd down and 8 for the Cats. They want to keep this drive going. Need 8 yards here or even 5 to keep it going, maybe a 4th down situation. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think?
I'm thinking the same thing. I got to get something here if I'm going for it, though.
Third down, big play coming up for this Cat offense. 8:50 to go, third quarter. 7-0 ball game from Cheifland, Florida. Cats trying to get a win on the road. Register's in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and the Wildcats are going to get a delay of game, Kyle. Oh, my goodness.
That can't happen, man.
That's a tough one to take. You got to get to the line, and both teams tonight now, this is not just a critique of the Cats. Both teams have really struggled with, urgency at the line of scrimmage tonight.
Yeah, I don't understand how you get a delay a game, man. You got 40 seconds in high school. Get the play call in, let's go.
So now, after the 5-yard penalty, the delay for the Cats is going to be 3rd down and 12. Need to get it to the 34 of Cheifland. Register going to run it straight ahead. Register's got a little bit of a hole. He's inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line, close to the 37, but he's going to be about 3, maybe 4 yards short of the first down.
I think I'm going for it here. No, they got enough yards there that it's going to be. What, Cop?
Yeah, they're going to send in the punt team here. Looking at 4th down and about 4 yards to go. And Brock Boatwright and the punt team come into the game for the Cats.
Coach Brock Kennedy's going to put this thing, try to take the field position here and let his defense keep working like they've been working on that. I mean, I don't think there's a right or wrong call here, but, hey, let's pin them back deep.
2 guys go back to return for Cheifland, standing right at the 10-yard line. Boatwright stands back around midfield. The snap is a good one. Boatwright's got his foot into it. A good high kick. It's going to the far sideline and going to go out of bounds along the far sideline over there. It'll be right around the 13-yard line, looks like, for Cheifland. So first down and 10 for Cheifland. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. Kyle, send it back to the station. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
7:58 to go, third quarter. Cheifland, Baker County. We're on the road. Wildcats with a 7-0 lead. First down play. They're going to hand it off to Sweet, and Sweet's got a big hole. He's out across the 15, out across the 20, and Sweet picking them up and putting them down all the way to the 30-yard line. A 20-yard gain out to the 32 on first down.
Yep, that's a big play right there. And again, missed tackles, Mike. And that's been the story of this first two games for the Wildcats. We get a chance to make a play, we got to get them to the ground.
All right, so big run for Sweet out to the 32. First down and 10, Cheifland. Goodell takes a snap, again, running Sweet. Sweet's got a big hole again. He's across the 35, he's across the 40, and Sweet, 2 first down carries in a row for Cheifland as they come out and drive the football right at the Wildcats, pick up 2 first downs.
Well, we got a flag here. It's going to come back on.
Oh, my goodness.
We need it, too, because I'm going to tell you right now that the Sweet's running hard right now. We need something to slow him down.
Kyle, I got to tell you, man, these holding penalties, you talk about penalties in a football game. Cheifland's going to be going back watching film tomorrow. They've had first down after first down wiped out by the holding penalty, and this time, look at this one.
Yeah, huge.
Instead of a 12-yard gain for Sweet, they mark it back to the 21, so now it's first down and 20. Kyle, that's a net loss of 22 yards on that play.
Cheifland's got to be in their own head a little bit. A team that scored 38 points last week, and you've got a 0 on the scoreboard right now in the third quarter. I mean, they got to kind of wonder what's going on.
No matter what level of football you play, and penalties make it tough. Goodell's going to break out. He's going to get out across the 30-yard line. Flags come into the play here. 3 flags come flying in. There was one from the back judge and one from the white hat. Goodell made a great move, got out across the 40-yard line. Clark Kennedy signaling that it's back against Cheifland, but this other flag came from way in the back.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on us.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure those guys were throwing the flag at the same thing. You got a personal foul against the Cats. I'm not sure what they caught right there in the middle of the field, but both of them saw it. I didn't think it would be on the same penalty where those flags came from, but it was, and it's a big personal foul against the Cats. And the reason it's big, Kyle, is because the play stands. Goodell picked up about 16 yards on the play, and now they're going to add 15 to it.
And again, Mike, missed tackle after missed tackle after missed tackle. Wrap people up, guys. Let's go.
Huge play for Cheifland, and that's the first time they've really been able to overcome the holding penalty. And they get a big 15-yarder against the Cats, and now they're at the 45 of Baker County. 7:01 to go in the third quarter. Cheifland with a first down. Goodell in the shotgun, taking some time to get the play going here. Surveys the scene. 2 receivers to the left, takes the snap, looking to throw. Fires one deep down the right sideline, looking for his receiver just over the outstretched hands. It looked like he had a man free down there by a yard or so, Kyle, but just overthrew him.
He had a man through. He was beat, and hey, thank goodness he overthrew him. But he showed his arm off there, Mike. He threw that in a good way.
Yeah, that was a good throw, and just over the outstretched hands of the receiver, he had about a yard on the Wildcat defender. Mid-quarter timeout, 6:39 to go, third quarter. Second down play, a big one coming up for Cheifland. They showed that time they wanted to try to stretch the field on the Cats and almost got a big one, but incomplete at second down and 10. What are you thinking here as Cheifland's coach?
I'm Cheifland. I'm giving the ball to Sweet. I mean, they had gashing holes here on this drive. I don't know if the Wildcat defense is tired, but we're missing tackles. You can tell Coach Thomas is out there very emotional right now in this Wildcat huddle.
Talking about Coach Thomas, he's defensive coordinator for this Wildcat football team. Coach Andrew Thomas, he was the head coach over at Lake Butler before. He's on this staff with the Wildcats.
We want to wish his kid, Mike, well, he got hurt in the JV game last night. His youngest son, I think he's a sophomore, and I think he's home now. But I don't know the news on it, so I don't want to speculate. But I know he had to go to Lipson's. I do believe he's home, but wishing the best and a speedy recovery to him.
Yeah, tough injury last night, and you get around football long enough, you're going to have those. But hopefully something that, he can get back from quickly, and we wish him a speedy recovery. I know that was a tough night for the Thomas family last night. Second down, but, hey, Hank Farmer, that JV football team, Kyle, took on Swanee last night. I think they won that thing 48-0.
Yeah, they did. They put on a show.
Second down play coming up, 6.5 minutes to go here, third quarter. Cats still with a 7-0 lead in this football game. Goodell, the quarterback for Cheifland, calls for the football, going to run it himself. Runs straight ahead, the ball's on the ground. The Cheifland offensive lineman turns around and jumps on it, but Cats force, a fumble on the field there, and that's going to stop the play. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, that was Hudson Hodges on that play. Nice play, forced fumble, nice strip by Hodges on that play, and tackle.
Third down play coming up for Cheifland. They picked up a yard after that fumble, so it's almost 3rd down and 9 here as they look for a chance to move the chains here. Goodell gets the Wildcats to kind of come into the neutral zone there, and that might be 5 yards, Kyle.
We saw enough of that last week, man. Hey, watch the football, boys. Let's go. You know they saw that on film. I mean, we jumped off 10 times last week.
No doubt about it. And, that hard count play, for the Cats has become one of those things that gets us yardage at times, and then now teams are taking our own play that we like to use with that hard count and using it against us, and they get 5 yards.
That makes it 3rd and 10 until 3rd and manageable.
3rd down, call it a long 3 here. Goodell takes the snap, going to hand it off. No, fakes it, and throws one across the middle. Catch is made, and that's going to be a 1st down for Cheifland after the 5-yard penalty in the pass play. They're going to move the chains.
Yep, that just makes a 3rd and 5 so much easier to get than a 3rd and 10. You got to watch football.
Chains move for Cheifland, so they've got a little drive going here as we approach the end of the 3rd quarter. 5 minutes to go and counting here in quarter number 3. Cats still with a 7-0 lead, and we haven't allowed them any points on the board tonight.
So Wildcat defense fighting for a shutout.
Cheifland inside the 30-yard line. Not in the red zone yet, but good looking drive here with a couple of penalties to help. Goodell takes the snap, going to give it to Sweet. No, he runs his own read. I thought he gave it to Sweet on the carry. Goodell runs it around the right end, and he's going to pick up, maybe 3.
Yep, nice play by Cason Cruz again. We've called his name a few times tonight. 88's having a good night.
Getting 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 coming up. Cheifland with the football, trailing 7-0. Clock runs under 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Not a lot of offensive points in this game tonight, not what I tell you. After last week, watching Cheifland and Williston 36-35 ball game, I said we're going to have to score some points.
We did, Kyle, but they thought the same thing.
Handoff this time, Sweet's coming left side. He's going to get close to the corner, and he's going to sneak ahead for maybe 2. It's going to bring up another 3rd down situation for Cheifland.
Again, Brett Roden comes up from a safety position, makes a good play there. You got another 3rd down, 3rd and 4.
Picked up about 3 yards going around the left end that time, Sweet did. But these are these manageable situations. They're 4-down territory here. They got 2 plays to get 3 yards here.
Yeah, I don't think they're kicking it here, Mike. Points are hard to come by, so I think they got, like you said, they got 2 plays to get 3 yards.
2 plays to get 3. Here we go. Goodell's going to be in the shotgun. Goodell, 3rd down, takes the snap, going to hand it off to Sweet, straight ahead. Sweet's got a hole, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. The ball came out. The Wildcats say they have it. We got it. Sweet fumbled the football, and the Wildcats pick up the fumble, and it erases a great drive that Cheifland was putting together here, and another turnover on the field, and the Cats are going to take it the other way.
A huge play by the Wildcat defense. I don't know who made the play. I don't know if they're talking to Thrift, like he stripped it, but I'm not sure from our vantage view. I can't really tell, Mike, but hey, great play by the Wildcat defense. We needed it big time.
Needed it right there. They were driving down. They were fixing to be inside the red zone, trying to go in for the score. That would have been a 1st down also for the running back Sweet, and the Wildcats get a huge turnover.
Yep, got to move the ball here and switch field position over. We're deep in our own territory, Mike.
Yeah, but hey, you just took the turnover away. You just want to establish something here, keep the offense on the field for a few 1st downs. That's the way this game's gone.
That's it.
It's been a ball-control game.
Defensive battle.
Defensive battle, ball control. Wildcats with the football. They're going to run it straight ahead.
I tell you what, Matt Register's pulling the whole football team behind him right now.
Okay. That was Hudson Hodges on the Wildcat.
Excuse me, that was Hudson Hodges in the Wildcat. I had the last name wrong. I had the first name right, Mike.
Yeah, you did. Hodges ran the Wildcat that time, and he goes straight ahead for about 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Looks like he's still in the Wildcat.
He is, and Hudson Hodges is going to run it to the left side. He's going to get the 1st down. He's out across the 30. He's still running. Hudson Hodges with the football out across the 40-yard line. A big gain that time for number 5, birthday boy today. 17 years old today, and he picks up the first down for the Wildcats.
Great kid, man. Hey, Wildcats have found something here with the Wildcat formation with Hodges, and we're trying to go fast. Line it up and let's go.
I like to see a little bit of urgency, a little bit of intensity. Here we go. Hodges stays in there. The Wildcats going to run the football behind Hodges. He's running to the left side, trying to get to the corner. Hodges going to pick up a couple yards, 2, 3, maybe 4 around the left end. I like this changeup that they're throwing at him.
I like it, too. We needed something. And it gives Register a break. Yeah. We're talking about your middle linebacker and your quarterback.
Yeah. I'm sure Hudson can appreciate that right now. Hodges is going to come to the sideline now.
I don't know what we got going on. Who's the quarterback?
I'm not sure. We're going to 2:38 to go and counting. Now they're going to call a timeout. Think about it here. Cheifland calls a timeout. The Wildcats kind of threw something at them they hadn't seen there. Cheifland calls a timeout. I'll tell you what, Mr. John Meadows, get ready. We're going to send you about a 2-minute timeout here, and we'll be back with more Wildcat football on WFBB.
Hi, this is Larry Berkins of Berkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Berkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Berkins at Berkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BerkinsChevy.com.
For over 50 years, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the community of McClenny. They provide quality air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical work to the residents of McClenny and the surrounding areas. The phone number for Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning is 259-6546. Oscar and Susie Gray would like to say, go Wildcats. Again, that's Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546.
Wildcats run the Wildcat formation again, coming this side to Delano Lewis, and Delano Lewis is going to get upfield for a yard, maybe 2. It's going to be a big third down coming up for this Wildcat offense, Kyle. 2:25 to go in the game. The Cats still on top, 7-0.
Yeah, he lost yards. We lost 4 yards on that play. That's a 3rd and 11.
Hey, it's radio. They don't know. Oh, I missed it. I thought he got upfield for a yard.
He went sideways. He didn't go forward.
10-4. Third down play, though. The Wildcats come back with Lewis. He's going to run right side this time. He will pick up positive yards, but it's going to bring up a 4th down situation for this Cat team.
Yeah, we need Boatwright to get another leg into it right here. Great job by the Wildcat offense in that little Wildcat formation. I don't know if I see Register in the game, so he's okay. I think it was a wrinkle to give him a break, and we got the ball out of our own goal line.
I think Register needed a break right there. You know, he's been playing defense. He's about to go back in here and play some more defense. And, you know, Kyle, you've done it. I mean, it takes a toll on people to play both ways all night. And, you know, as the season progresses and these guys are conditioned, it's a little less.
Yeah, I did it at corner, though, man. Yeah, I didn't have action every play as a middle linebacker.
Right. He's a quarterback.
Yeah.
But you also did play quarterback.
I tried to.
Kyle, let me just give you a quick update from Philadelphia tonight. The Phillies just went ahead and took care of the Braves, 2-1. 2-1. Phillies with the win.
Oh, well, congrats.
How you like it?
Mr. Philly, I'm glad you can put that phone down and we can get back to business.
I just had to know. They got a big run in the 8th inning to make it a 2-1 game, and the Phillies take the win.
Matt, we missed something. Was that 4th down? We fumbled the ball. What happened? I thought it was a punt, and we had to fumble the football, rather.
Yeah, we were set up to punt, and I'm not sure exactly. Goodell throws a big pass right here, and Cheifland's in business.
He fumbled
on the 3rd down play. They actually ruled that Lewis fumbled the football, and Cheifland took over. And we were setting up for the punt, but they actually had ruled a turnover.
Low snap.
Goodell on the low snap now, looking to throw the football. He fires one down there, and it's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's
and a flag down on the play.
That's a terrible flag. They're going to call interference on Red Road, and it was great coverage, man. That's going to be a huge call and move the ball close inside the 10-yard line.
So let's reset the scene on that. So the Wildcats turned the football over again on that third down play. Cheifland took it over, and a big pass play from their quarterback, Goodell, got them inside the 15-yard line. So now, if this is pass interference on the Cats, it's going to set them up inside the 10, likely first and goal here, Kyle. We'll check the way they spot this football.
Yeah, that's not a good call. I thought it was great coverage by Roden there, and it was a late flag also, Matt.
So it's just outside the 10. They can pick up a first down at the 2-yard line. So it's going to be first down and 10 from the 12, and the Cats defense is calling a timeout here.
Yeah, they got us on our heels a little bit. I think it's probably a good timeout.
Yeah, that's a big turn of events, Kyle, because quite honestly, I didn't know that Lewis fumbled that football. Nobody over here on this side did. It was a tough angle for us from where we were, and we thought the Wildcats were about to set up for the punt and change possessions on it.
Yeah, we missed that.
I missed it. Just missed it.
This tower's in the way, Matt.
This tower. There's some guys out there in Taylor that hunt out there off of,
off of Florida too. I'd love this tower.
Off Florida too. If they had this tower now, son, you could see him coming from a while.
There wouldn't be a deer left in the forest out there.
But we learned after we had climbed up there, and we had about 10 people from Baker County up there, that this thing's condemned, and it could fall at any time. So, Kyle, we're just lucky to have our lives up here on top of this weekend.
We are. I'm happy where I'm at.
It's always an adventure, Kyle. And I will say, you were the first one to just climb right up there.
Oh, yeah, I felt good about it.
Never mind the crime scene tape.
I thought they were trying to keep the kids out. I didn't.
Always an adventure. All right, here we go. First down and 10. Actually, after the pass interference, they marked the ball at the 7-yard line, so it's a first down and 3 here. After they marked the pass interference where it was, and they take the first down there. First down play, they're going to run it to the right side. The Cats do a good job right at the line of scrimmage. Not much doing, so second down, call it 2. They can pick up a first down at the 2-yard line, then it would be a goal-to-go situation.
Anthony Williams and Taz Kinghorn combined on the tackle there.
1:14 and counting to go here in the third quarter. Cats clinging to a 7-0 lead. Late in the ball game, about to head to the fourth quarter. My goodness.
Something's going on. We got late substitutions. I ain't real sure what's going on here, Matt.
One of the Wildcats checking out here late, but taking a long time for Cheifland to get to the line here. Watch that back, Judge, and see if he sticks up his hand here.
21's in the backfield. Expect him to get the ball.
He's got his hand up, but they need to snap it. There's going to be delay. They snap it. He's going to be hit in the backfield again. The Wildcat defense with great pursuit. I don't think he got the first down.
No, he did. That's a great job on the Wildcat defense. I'm sorry, it's Anthony Williams and them in company again. Grayson through.
It's going to be a loss for about
it's third down.
Third down. Yeah, he lost a yard. They had second down and 1. Now it's going to be third down and 2. That Wildcat defense again. We already had one goal line stand earlier in the game. They had fourth down and goal from the 1. Now it's third down and 2 from the 4-yard line. Handoff running to the left side. The running back's going to get inside the 5. He's down to the 2-yard line, and he's going to be stopped at the 1. I don't know if this is the first down. It is. It's going to be first and goal for Cheifland.
Yeah, from the 1. That was a good run. They were keying on 21. He gave it that time, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter.
Into the third quarter, Cats clinging to a 7-0 lead. When we come back, it's going to be first down and goal for Cheifland. They're going to switch in. Let's just take a 30-second timeout here, John, catch our breath, and we'll come back with the fourth quarter. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Did you know that walking just 10,000 steps a day helps keep you healthy? And it's easy. 20 minutes of grocery shopping is 1,600 steps. Daily housework is 270. Taking a half-hour walk during lunch, around 4,000 steps. You can see how this adds up. 10,000 steps will find you a healthy weight and even reduce your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and stroke. Feeling healthier starts with the first step. A message from the Florida Department of Health.
we welcome you back here to Cheifland High School in Cheifland, Florida. Side of tonight's matchup. 2025 Baker County Wildcat football, bringing it to you all year long. Mike Cruz, Kyle Davis here with you on the call tonight. The Wildcats clinging to a 7-0 lead as we start the fourth quarter from Cheifland. But Kyle, going to be tough now. First down and goal from the 1.5-yard line for the Cheifland Indians, and now we'll have it right in front of us.
Yeah, we need another one of them ball on the ground fumble. We need a turnover right here, Mike.
Man, I got to tell you, we don't have our statistician, Justin Thomas. He told me he was listening to Wildcat football tonight, so I send a big hello to him. But if you were keeping track of turnovers in this game, Kyle, there's got to be at least 3 on both sides.
Yeah, for sure. I wish we had Mr. Thomas. We need a statistician.
I miss old Justin, but he's doing big things out there. Here we go. First down and goal inside the 5-yard line. Cheifland lines up. They've got full house power back here behind the quarterback, Goodell. Goodell's going to take it, run to the left side. He's going to get hit. He's going to go. Fumble. He's going to go across. We got it. Wildcats are going to get a fumble as he tried to cross the goal line. And the Cats get a big turnover here. Another opportunity blown for Cheifland. The quarterback, Goodell, was going into the end zone, Kyle, and he dropped the football. The Wildcats fall on it. I don't know who caused it.
I don't either, Mike. It was in the middle of a chaos down there, but a huge play for the Wildcat defense again, man. This defense keeps coming up big time and time after again.
One of my friends texted me a little bit earlier in the game and said it sounds better than last week. I got to tell you, it is. There's no doubt about it. It's better than last week, but, Kyle, there has been some sloppy play. Both teams have put the ball on the ground, and both teams have thrown interceptions tonight, so turnovers are really the name of this ballgame.
Yeah, it's time for this Wildcat offense to take the next step. I know this is the second game of the season. You got your defense come up with a huge play right there. Let's take the ball, move it down the field, take a 2-score lead.
Twice tonight, Cheifland has had goal-to-go situations against the Wildcat defense, and twice they've been turned away.
Yeah, that's big-time football by the Wildcat defense.
So Cheifland sits here with no points on the board and had the ball twice inside the 2-yard.
Yeah, that's unreal.
Great break for the Cats there. Big turnover play. And then we got the ball first down and 10 going the other way. Register back in the game. Takes the snap. Going to run to his left. I'm not sure if that is Hudson Register. Let me check that. But we take the ball at the 20-yard line, run it straight ahead. A good pickup of 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. I thought it was, but if it is, he's still got a lot in.
No, it's not. It's 12.
That's what I thought, right? He took off really quick, so Nathan Welch in the game. Nathan Welch in there, sophomore quarterback, giving Register another little spell here. And Welch picks up give him 4 on the play. It'll be second down and 6. Welch in the shotgun. Got a blocking back with him there. 2 receivers, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Second down and 6. Welch just going to run it straight ahead again, and Nathan Welch turning his legs, getting out to the 29-yard line. He's going to be about a yard short.
Yeah, we got a personal foul.
He was a yard short of the first down, but you're going to get a personal foul here on Cheifland, and that's going to add 15 to this play.
Yeah. Hey, nice hard running by Welch, man. And if we get a personal foul at the end of that.
Yes, they go from the 29, add 15 to that. We'll be out to the 44-yard line. That's a huge penalty. Good hard running right there by Nathan Welch. He almost got the first down on the run, but with the personal foul, we're going to get 15 more.
He did. Looks like we're going back to Hudson Hodges in the Wildcat right here, see what we can do. Good job by the young man Welch right there. I coach Welch, man. He's a good football player. His time's going to come. He's got to hang in there. His day will come.
Yeah, played a lot. He played a lot of baseball. He's football. He's an athlete. You know, one of these young guys, sophomore on this football team. Hudson Hodges in there now, number 5.
I think a score here, Mike, will put these guys away. I mean, I just don't see them scoring 2 touchdowns.
Well, Cheifland's been snake bit inside the red zone, and I'm with you. I don't see them being able to punch it in. Hudson Hodges is going to carry the football here on the Wildcat formation, and he's going to be ahead across the 40, and a flag comes in late.
They're going to get us on that. Oh, they cannot get 15 and give it back.
Oh, my goodness. They call a personal foul right back on the Cats. Hodges picked up about 4 yards on the play, but it's going to take 15 and go back the other way against the Cats.
Yeah, we're shooting ourselves in the foot, man. They give us a break, and we give it right back to them.
And I'll always be the one to tell you, Kyle, the result of the game is the most important thing, right? You win the game, you move on to next week. But I will tell you this. this game has had very sloppy moments.
So there's no doubt.
Both ways.
This team, this young Wildcat team's got to keep. This game's getting a little chippy out here right now. It's 2 personal fouls and in the same possession. You got to keep your composure. You got to be. You got to have a better, stronger-willed mind than the other team. And right now, you really got to, because it's chippy. It's chippy in the trenches.
Coach Kennedy out there giving the Wildcats an earful here. We can't make mistakes like that at the end of a play and get yourself behind the chains, because, listen, 2nd down and 6 and 2nd down and 20 are 2 big differences.
It changes the whole play call. It changes everything.
10-18 to go in the football game. Hudson Hodges lines up in the Wildcat formation. Takes the football, runs to the left. Hudson Hodges, he gets hit in the backfield, and Cheifland going to force a loss here of about 2 yards on the play. One of the guys, that's Big 90, the guy we talked about before, the big defensive end. He came in there crashing along with 33, and now it's 3rd down and a long 22 for this Cat offense.
Yep, nothing there. Hodges didn't have a chance on that night, and they may have figured this little Wildcat thing out, but I don't, like I say, I don't know if we can play. Have we completed a pass all night?
Yeah, we had an underneath route that was caught early, but I think wiped out by a penalty. We completed a couple of penalties have really been a killer, and then the turnovers, of course. 3rd down, 22. Hudson Hodges running to the right side. He's going to pick up 2, 3, 4 yards, and that's going to be it. And the Cheifland defense is going to force the Wildcats into a punt here. So the only good news here, Kyle, with 9:20 to go in this football game is when Cheifland does get the ball, it takes them a long time to drive.
It does. And we can't give up the big play. And we need to use that advantage right here. He needs to bang one.
Cheifland's going to send 2 return guys back. Boatwright's going to stand around the 20 when he gets his leg into it here. 8:59 to go in the game. Boatwright gets it off. That's going to be a high punt. They're going to call fair catch, and it's caught right there just across midfield.
Yeah, that was a great job by Boatwright. That ball skipped to him, and he feels it like a shortstop and gets the punt off.
Boatwright, man, we've been watching this guy for 2 or 3 years now, and he's been really composed. He makes kicks. He's made some big ones in some Wildcat games previous. He punts. He kicks off. He does all the special teams duties, and he's done a great job.
So we got a kicker coming next year. Coach Jackie Baker on the middle school, man. I was watching his kicker warm up the other night. I'm not sure of his name, Mike, but he was hitting 48 to 50-yard field goals in warm up. So
when Boatwright graduates, we're going to need another one. So
kicking touchbacks. I'm talking kicking the ball out of the end zone.
I'm happy to hear it. I heard the middle school team got a big win this week, and the JV football.
Oh, yeah.
We'd love to cap it off with 3-0 for Wildcat football teams this week.
Sure do not.
I can't say you got to say Bobcats. Wildcat.
Same thing.
Here we go. 1st down and 10. Cheifland with the football. About the 45-yard line. Goodell takes the snap. They're going to hand it straight ahead this time. Dive play to the middle of the field, and maybe a yard and a half. Not much.
Grayson threw it on the tackle, man. That kid's tough, and
2nd down play upcoming for the Cheifland Indians. 8:35 and counting in the football game. Cats clinging to a 7-0 lead. 2nd down, call it 9. Goodell goes to the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. 1 receiver split out to the left, and 1 back in the backfield with him. Goodell calls for the ball.
They're going to try to throw it out here. Cooper needs to come up.
Goodell in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Ready to throw, take the pass, and Goodell's running. He's free inside the 45 across midfield, and he's going to pick up about 6, maybe 7 yards. They move the chains here. Yeah, they will move the chains. He picks up about 8 yards there, picks up the 1st down.
Great tackle by Zeke, number 0 out there, Zeke Ryder. He may have saved a lot bigger gain than what they got.
They won't actually give him 8 yards, but he's actually about a half yard short of the 1st down. So it's 3rd down and about a half yard here. I thought he got past the chains, but we've had a tough angle all night.
Yeah, we have.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's been a tough angle.
They got nobody on this slot guy out here. I'm not sure what's going on. There's 3-on-2 out here unless Hudson Hodges is going to slide out.
3rd down play, 3rd down. Goodell runs it straight ahead. He's going to get the 1st down, and he's going to get across midfield into Wildcat territory here. And Cheifland's going to have the 1st down with 7.5 minutes to go in this football game. 7-0 Wildcat lead in this football game. Only 1 touchdown all night long. That was Hudson Register way back in the end of the 1st quarter, a 13-yard touchdown run, and Brock Boatwright added the extra point. That's the only scoring tonight.
And that was on a 4th down.
It was. First down play now in Wildcat territory come the Cheifland Indians. Goodell in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right. He hands off up the middle to Sweet. Sweet gets hit in the backfield. Fumble. We got it, Mike. They're going to say he fumbled the football. The Wildcats say they have it, but I don't know. The referees haven't signaled yet. The referees haven't signaled. They're going to talk about it here for just a moment. No way, that's not a fumble. And now, Wildcats are saying it's our ball. It is. This defense, not time after time, has come up with big plays, and they did it again. It's unbelievable the fight that this team played on tonight. That's got to be the 5th turnover on Cheifland tonight. Got to be. I mean, they had one just a moment ago in the end zone that would have been a touchdown for the quarterback. Now they fumble again, the quarterback again, and they threw an interception early. Hudson Register picked up an interception, and I know there was another fumble in the first half, so I'm thinking 4, maybe 5 turnovers for Cheifland tonight. Yeah, and they're not just dropping the ball, Mike. They're getting hit. That was a huge hit. I don't know if that was Williams or Frith, but that was a huge hit inside right there. Yeah, you got to credit the Wildcats on forcing these turnovers. I agree with you 100%. Also, you know, the Wildcats have been bit by it too, so, I mean, it's a little bit of sloppiness out here too. I mean, the conditions out here tonight have not been what I'd call pristine. No, it hasn't. It's a defensive battle, and I'm talking about a battle out there, man, in the trenches. It is very impressive. Like I'll say again, I told you on the ride over here, Mike, and I'll say it again. I didn't know what kind of fight we was going to play with tonight after last week, and Coach Kennedy's had his team ready to play. Yeah, there ain't no doubt about it. They have been ready to play tonight. The Cats, if nothing else, I mean, even with a little sloppy play here and there, some turnovers in the game, but with nothing else, Kyle, they have played hard this entire football game. We got to find a way to put this ball in the end zone and finish this thing. I 100% agree with that. 6:52 to go in the ball game. Cats still on top 7-0, but most importantly, we get the football back. Right around the 45-yard line, Hudson Hodge is back in there. He's going to continue to run that Wildcat formation, and let's just see if we can close this thing out. The Wildcats just want to run clock here, Kyle. Yep. No, that's Register back in the game. Those 6 is back in. They look a lot. Well, they do, and then 6 and 5, it gets muddy. First down and 10, Cats. Register in the shotgun. Register takes the snap, hands it off coming this way. That's Delano Lewis. Lewis has got a good run. He gets around the corner to the left end and picks up about 5, maybe 6 yards. Yep, got a good gain on first down for Lewis. Kyle, got a chance to talk to my good friend Freddie Bennett down here tonight. You know, Freddie Bennett, one of my favorite Wildcat fans. I think him and Kelly, they snuck in over here tonight. They didn't pay the gate fee. Well, you shouldn't tell everybody that. Well, I've been watching over here to see if anybody's coming to collect. Yeah, well, hey. I know that Freddie Bennett can catch a bass. You put him in a ditch and he can catch a bass. Give Ruiz 7 yards on that first down run. It's 2nd down and 3. Register takes the snap. He's going to run it. Hudson Register straight ahead. He's going to pick up the first down for the Wildcats, and we're going to move the chains in the Cheifland territory. Yeah, it looks like this Wildcat offensive line is wearing down this defensive line right now, and hey, I'd keep going right at them. First down play now for the Wildcats. 7-0 lead, 6 minutes to go in the football game. Love for the Wildcats to come out of here with a win and some confidence heading into the first home game next week. Yeah, it looks like we're getting in our 4-minute offense. We're going to run the clock, Mike, and I don't blame them. We're on our side of the field, 1st and 10. Let's run it down to about 3 seconds every time before we snap the ball. 5:40 to go and counting. The Wildcats just letting that clock run. Hudson Register in there. Delano Lewis back there at running back. 1 receiver to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Hudson now sends Lewis in motion. Hudson's going to keep it himself straight ahead. He gets hit right at the line, but Hudson just keeps his legs churning and going to pick up 3, maybe 4 yards for the Cats. Yeah, tough kid, man. Tough running. Empty backfield. Register takes it right up the middle for 4 yards. Yeah, and he got hit. I mean, he got hit about a yard across the line and just kept his legs moving. And Hudson Register, he's a big kid, and he picks up 4 yards on first down. Let it roll. We're about to go under 5 minutes. Yeah, man. Run that clock. I mean, listen. Like I said, the result is the most important thing. You get out of here with a 7-0 win, take it all day. It's a win. You take it all day. These kids, shutouts are hard to come by, Mike. Yeah, but these kids need some confidence. And just a win or it's a win. You get some confidence here on the road. Handoff this time. The Cats trying to get ahead, and this one gets blown up in the backfield by Cheifland.
Here's the thing here, Mike. A two-score game is a big difference here. If you can get a few more yards, I think you can feel comfortable with a boat route, maybe taking a shot.
Yeah, I thought we should have taken one earlier. I'll have to ask Coach Kennedy about that and what, just what the decision-making process was there. But, it is what it is.
Where are we at now, Mike? Are we on the, I can't read the field out there. The numbers are.
Yeah, we're 3rd down and 5. We're sitting right around the 30-yard line, 35-yard line of Cheifland. They got Hudson Hodges takes the snap. Hudson Hodges rolling to his right. They're keying on him, and he's going to pick up 2, maybe 3 to the right side. I don't think he's quite going to have enough for the first down, and it's going to be fourth down and about 3 for the Cats.
How long's the kicker?
I mean, this is in the 40-plus territory here, Kyle. And you need 2 yards for a first down, 4th down and 2.
I think I'm letting this run down. Let's think about it for a second. It looks like the Wildcats are going to go for it.
4th down, call it 2. Watch the hard count here if I'm Cheifland. The Cats could get an easy first down if we can get them to go into the neutral zone here.
Yeah, we're going to hard count it and take a timeout. I think Coach Kennedy's going to think about this.
Yeah, Hudson Hodges in there at the Wildcat formation here, and we're going to take a timeout like you said. 3:24 to go in the football game. We'll keep it right here. I'll let my buddy John Meadows know back at the station that when this thing wraps up here and we get zeros on the clock, we won't stick around long. We got to ride back to McClinney, so we'll let folks know that the Wildcats will be back at home next week, 7 o'clock kickoff at Memorial Stadium next Friday night, taking on the First Coast Buccaneers. And then in 2 weeks, the Wildcats again at home, 7 o'clock, and we'll be taking on Ponte Vedra and the Sharks from over there in St. Johns County.
It's still a big decision in the game right here. I think Coach Kennedy's going to go for it, Mike, but we may be just out of boat route range.
We're definitely out of. I'm not saying he can't kick it that far, but with the conditions tonight, this being probably about a 45-yard kick here, I don't think I'd risk it at this point. You don't want to give the field position.
No, well, if you don't get it, you're giving it anyway. So, you take a 10-0 lead, Mike, if he does make it, I think this ball game's over.
Yeah. No, I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you. I'm just saying it's a tough call, and I know that you know that.
We are going for it on 4th down. It's going to be a big 4th and 2 for the Wildcats.
4th down and 2 for the Wildcats. Fourth down, handoff straight ahead. The Wildcats are going to get hit at the line, but pulling the back across the line. He might have gotten it.
That's unbelievable, man. That's great effort from Hudson Hodges right there. And he got pushed by his guys, and he stretched out and made that's a huge play for the Wildcat offense. Cheifland, we got a guy from Cheifland down on the field right now.
Wildcats pick up the first down, so now you got to think inside the 30-yard line of Cheifland that the Wildcats will have a chance to maybe milk this clock and just kind of salt this one away. We don't need any more points. We just need to run that clock to zeros.
Yeah, I think you got Cheifland's going to start taking timeouts. So we're going to do a first down or two. But huge 4th down call by Kennedy right there, putting his trust in his best player, in my opinion, Hudson Hodges. And great play. We want to wrap this thing up in just a few minutes. We'll do that. Let's take a 1-minute timeout here, John Meadows, as we wait out the injury timeout, and we'll come back with the rest of this football game and more Wildcat football. Just take a 30-second break, 30-second timeout on WFBB.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation, and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad, and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate. Call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
Clock running under 3 minutes. Second game of the year for the Wildcats on the road tonight at Cheifland. Over here in Cheifland, Florida, the Wildcats on the field, a 7-0 lead right now. Wildcats going to run the football, and the running back is free. He's out to the right side, and he's going to get the touchdown. Hudson Hodges broke it at the line of scrimmage, And Hudson Hodges takes it all the way, and that might do it for the Cats tonight.
That may be the straw that broke the camel's back for this Cheifland Indian football team. Right. Hudson Hodges played an unbelievable football game tonight. He broke 2 tackles to break that ball around the end for 25 yards on a 25-yard touchdown run.
2 Hudson touchdowns tonight. One by Hudson Register, one by Hudson Hodges. The Wildcats with a 13-0 lead. 2.5 minutes to go.
Yep.
Brock Boatwright's going to be on the field to attempt the extra point for the Cats. See if we can make this a 15-0 ball game.
I see Mr. Benny Fish coming with a flag, Matt. We're fixing to get the first Wildcat Benny Fish 2 bits of the year.
Nice kick by Brock Boatwright right down the middle. Might call that Broadway.
Right.
Wildcats 14-0 the lead right now, and you just knew the way that we're playing ball control, and you pound the ball to the middle. That time, Hudson Hodges looks like he stopped after about 2, maybe 3 yards. Bounces it to the right. Kyle finds Pato, and the Wildcats now, through all the stuff that's happened tonight, turnovers both ways. Cheifland's had the ball inside the 5, had goal-to-go situations. We turned them away at the goal line twice, but the Cats are the ones that come out with the big touchdown toward the end of the game, and that should be enough. That should be enough.
Should be. You still can't get over the big play. You got to go out here and play. You got to finish these last 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
You got to finish. You got to finish here on the road. There is 2.5 minutes to go, but I like where we stand just because Cheifland plays as much ball control as we do. And they're not a quick strike offense by any means.
But you got to watch 21, man. He's dangerous anytime. So I'm not letting him get behind me.
I mean, it's a slow track, though, Kyle. I mean, for a guy to break one here and go 80 yards or so, it's just, you just don't see it, Tough environment here to play. And
it's been a personal foul after the play. We're kicking off from way.
Got a chance maybe for a touchback here. Brock Boatwright tees it up there around the 40-yard line of Cheifland, 45-yard line of Cheifland. 2:35. Some of the Wildcat fans content. They say we're going to grab our seat cushions and get ahead of this traffic and head on back to McClenny. About an hour and a half ride from here, Kyle.
That wasn't a bad ride. I might sleep on the way back.
Yeah, I'll take the driver's seat. You can just do what you want to do. And I'll
take me a little nap. I missed my nap today. Jared Lee and Cornerstone had me working.
Yeah,
tough week.
Yeah, you look like it. I mean, you were working that phone the whole way over here.
Well, I'm glad somebody noticed.
You want me to give Jared a plug over here? Let me know.
Yeah, he's right by you. Let him know.
Okay. Cheifland's going to have the ball 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Touchback on the kickoff by Brock Boatwright. 2.5 minutes to go in this football game.
You got to believe, Mike, they're going to try to get the ball to 21. I mean, I think that's their only chance right there with 2.5 minutes left.
Yeah, I mean that's their chance. I mean, Cheifland's only hope here is to get a touchdown and then get an onside kick.
Yeah,
that's the only hope they have. So they got to try to get it to their best player, like you said, 21. Adams is the man. 1st down play. Goodell calls for the ball. They're going to throw it. He's under pressure. Ford had him under pressure, and he's got to throw it away. Fires it deep down the Wildcat sidelines and out of bounds, and that play was blown up by Foy.
Yep, again, we called Foy's name a bunch tonight, man. He showed up.
Stayed hard tonight from that left defensive end position. You got to give a lot of credit to the defensive line tonight. Across the board, Grayson, Perez, Jamarian, Foy, Cruz on the other side, and then Williams in the middle.
Yep.
They play, that defensive front has played really well.
I feel like both lines are trimmed. The offensive line, man, it's not been pretty, but they opened holes when they had to.
2nd down play now, 2.5 minutes to go in the ball game. 2nd down, though. We need to get them off the field on 4 downs and then go take a knee. And now you're going to get a timeout from Cheifland.
I'll tell you, they didn't want to waste that one. They just couldn't get a play in.
These 2.5 minutes might take 2.5 months. We need this win, and then I'm ready to get out of here.
Yep. I'll tell you, Mike, coming back from last week's shutout, for your defense to come out here and you got a 0 on the board, I mean, that's a big deal. And for the offense to put up 14, you got to think, this Cheifland team punched 38 points on the board. This defense tonight, Wildcat defense has shut them out. I mean, that's a huge deal for this defense, and they knew they had to play hard tonight, and they did. Like I say, Kennedy and Thomas, they've had these boys ready to play football tonight.
Yeah, that's the thing that I think that you and I talked about during the week is, we're expecting Cheifland's going to score some points, right? And so they've had opportunities now. They've had goal-to-go situations against the Cats, and they had opportunities to score, but the Wildcat defense really really played hard, kept us in the ball game the whole game. We were able to get that big touchdown from Hudson Hodges a few moments ago. And, barring anything crazy here, the Wildcats should get out of here with a win tonight, Kyle.
Yep.
And that's exciting. I know all these students and all these guys, they go to the pep rallies during the week, and listen, it's nice to be rewarded with a win.
So it is. These kids needed some confidence. You said it earlier, Mike, and I think confidence goes a long way.
Second down play, Goodell, straight drop, fires one out here to the side. He's got Sweet on the catch, but he's not going to get a whole lot of yardage.
Taz Kinghorn. I called his name a bunch in that match, so he's made some tackles tonight.
Number 13, Kinghorn, in there on the tackle, and he picks up about 3 yards on the play, and that's it. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Clock's going to run before this snap, under 2 minutes to go in the game, but really, the Cats just worried about 2 more downs. 3rd down play, Goodell, straight drop. He's going to get hit. He's going to get hit and dropped in the backfield for a big sack.
Hudson Register, that's your quarterback playing middle linebacker with a big sack.
Hudson Register, man, I tell you what, the 2 Hudsons tonight have had a game, and that time a big sack when the Wildcats needed it. Now, barring a miracle, Cheifland's going to be looking at 4th down and about 20, and this will be potentially the last play of the game for this Cheifland offense, and then the Wildcats can kneel it out.
Well, Matt, if we wanted them peanuts, I think our Cheifland peanut man has left.
Yeah, he wasn't happy.
Man, I told you we should have got him before the game.
Yeah, I'd say that was a shout-out from my buddy Timmy Combs back at home. He said, go Wildcats. He knows the Wildcats got a big win, and he told me to tell Kelly Cruz down in front. Said, sit down.
Timmy Combs. So he gets up early, man. I see him around 7 o'clock every morning.
Is that right?
I'll go drink coffee with my mom. Sometimes he's riding. He's building houses back there behind my mom and dad.
Okay.
He's acting like he's working anyway. I don't know how much work he's doing.
Oh, man, for a lot of years, that guy's been one of my good friends. I stop by and talk to him there in his driveway sometimes and just chew the fat. We're talking about 2 different things.
Yeah, we are.
I'm talking about Timmy Combs, who lives right there by my buddy Jamie Rogers' mama.
Oh, yeah. He's always on the porch right there.
Yeah, that's right
there by the ball field.
But your guy, Timmy Combs, I see him early at the gas station, too.
Yeah, he's acting like
he always gives me a hard time.
Well, there's 2, Timmy.
There is.
Both of them got a shout-out.
All right, 1.5 minutes to go. This should be the last play. If the Wildcat defense can stop Cheifland on this last play, Goodell takes the snap, going to fire one deep down the left sideline, looking over there for Adams. He's going to be incomplete. Wildcats with a stop over there on the far sideline, and the Wildcats can kneel this thing out, Kyle, and take a win to the house.
Yep. Great play by Zero, man. Zeke Taylor, he was beat. He comes back and knocks the ball loose from 21.
Yeah, they tried on their last-ditch effort there. They needed some big yardage on that play to get a 1st down. Not able to do it, and the Wildcats, we came all this way, Kyle. We may as well win the game.
That's right. I think we can kneel it out now, Mike.
Wildcat offense will come back on the field now with 1:27 to go, and should be 2, maybe 3 kneel downs. I don't know if Cheifland has any more timeouts or not.
They may have 1. Well, it's still a kneel out.
Still a kneel out. It's going to be a win. Going to be a win.
Huge confidence for these guys tonight that they desperately needed, Mike, after last week. And I think this is going to go a long way with how this season will go. This season could have went 2 ways tonight, in my opinion. I mean, these guys come out tonight and fought and got what they deserved. They deserved to win. They did win. And it's going to go a long way with the rest of the season.
Yeah, you don't take anything for granted. And I'm with you. We're looking at coming over to a tough environment for Cheifland, and take nothing away now. The Wildcats are going to win this game, but this has been a tough ball game.
Oh, it's been bad. These Cheifland guys will hit you, man. And like I say, I would call this an upset. I don't think many people predicted the Wildcats to win this football game or not.
No, I'm with you on that. It's been it was 7-0 for a long time. That's a close ball game. They had chances inside the 5-yard line to score. This is a good win for this Wildcat football team.
Big win. And like I said, desperately needed for confidence in this football team and these players this year. Even the coaches, man, I think they needed it also.
Wildcats are going to take the victory formation here. And we'll get a kneel down toward the end of this game, and the Wildcats are going to win. maybe a couple snaps. I'll prepare my buddy John Meadows as we get ready to go off the air here tonight. Kyle, looking forward to a big day tomorrow. I want to hear some updates from you over there in Tallahassee.
I'll give you a pregame update for sure, Mike. I may not give you a halftime update.
It's going to be a big day of college football, man. I'm excited about it. Probably put some ribs on the grill.
Sure, you're going to be in the pool watching Seminoles.
Why not? You know,
I don't blame you.
Why not? Should be. I mean, I think there's some rain forecasted for the area. So
yeah, there's rain in Tallahassee too. So I told Daddy maybe he'll take the raincoat.
Maybe there won't be any lightning, and I can just, you know. Every now and then I just like to float around, watch some football. I got a TV right there on the back.
Yeah, you got a great setup.
Yeah, we just watch some football.
Look at the smile on these players' faces on the sideline, man. I'm telling you, this is a huge night for Wildcat football. Brock Kennedy's first win as head coach of the Baker County Wildcats.
And Cheifland, you know, I hate it for them. They're a little. I mean, I don't hate that we're winning the game. I just hate for their kids because you can see they're just demoralized. They didn't even rush, engage on those kneel down plays. So, you know, they're frustrated, and you can appreciate that. They've had chances tonight, but the Wildcats made the plays when they need to. Kyle, 2 big touchdowns to make this a 14-0 game. Wildcats, the clock strikes 0. We're going home with a win. The Wildcats move to 1-1 on the year.
Yep. Congratulations, like I said, to Coach Kennedy and his coaching staff, and more. Congratulations to these Wildcat players. But after a tough week last week, practicing hard this week, and coming out and getting a big win tonight.
Yeah, the Wildcats needed it. Coach Kennedy needed it. Yeah. You know, first-year head coach for the Wildcats. Congratulations to him on his first win tonight. And we'll be back at home for 2 weeks. That's even better news, you know. Yeah, so next week you can hear us back here on 97.5 WFBB, but we'll be at Memorial Stadium the next 2 weeks, so we're excited about that. As we turn the page and head into September, Kyle.
Yep, turn the page, head into September with a Wildcat victory. And I'll tell you, first coach next week, going to be another, but they're athletes. I mean, it's going to be tough every week for this team. They got to bring what they brought tonight every week, and you got a chance to win. I mean, your defense hits your shutout. Your offense has still got to get better, and they're going to be a work in progress. But I like what I saw overall for the Wildcats.
But I think what you just said is the key, and Wildcat fans need to know this, you know, because I think a lot of times with managing your expectations of results, you have to really take into consideration what you're looking at. This is a young football team. Each week's going to be a battle, Kyle. It's going to be a battle. These guys are learning. You know, this is a first-year coach, and Coach Brock Kennedy. Congratulations to him on his first win as the Baker County Wildcat coach tonight. And you know, listen, it's week by week, it's game by game. You just got to come and play them one at a time.
And your defense is always ahead of the offense, Mike. Everybody says it, and it's the same with this team right now. So the offense, hey, great job tonight to score 14 points. Defense, great job. You get in, you didn't break. You forced turnovers when you had to, and you fought. That's the most impressive thing. You come out of last week let down. You kept fighting. You had a good week of practice. Had adversity during the week, and you come out here and got a big win tonight. Congratulations to this Wildcat football team and coaching staff.
All right, for Mike Cruz, for Kyle Davis, and for Corey and John back at the station at Glen Baptist, we want to thank everybody for listening in tonight. The Cats go home victorious, 14-0 to win from Cheifland High School. We're going to get back on the road and head to McClenny. So good night, everybody. We'll talk to you next Friday from Memorial Stadium.